Welcome back to the Box2Box podcast.
This is episode 67, and Barcelona gives Lamine Yamal the number 10. Is he the heir to Messi?
And a bunch of moves in the transfer market with Rashford, Ekitike, and Mbeumo. We're going to be talking about it.
And Man United linked to 3 top-class strikers. Which one would be the best for them?
All that and more on the Box2Box podcast.
Let's go.
You ain't going home,
Your
bro.
Honor, I'm sorry. Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Ours are on the pitch. Mbangula starts. Our next Mbangula, bro.
Come on. She's Egyptian. She's Egyptian. Game tomorrow, would you rather Saliba or Mbappe?
Right, Saliba right now.
No, you wouldn't.
Saliba right now.
You're sacrificing
That face when you lie. That's
Saliba right now.
Episode 67. I don't know about you guys, but absolutely nothing has been going on in my life.
Absolutely nothing was happening
No
in my
motion.
life either.
No motion.
Until we got a bomba as soon as I woke up. Was it yesterday or today, the Rashford tweet?
I think it was,
Yeah,
It was this
yesterday.
morning. It was
Yesterday morning.
I don't know. I
Oh, this morning. Bomba this morning.
Yeah, it was this morning.
Yeah.
No, it was yesterday.
It was
'cause it was
yesterday
at
morning.
50. It's at 50 mil views. There's no way it got 50 mil within the time frame. And Rashford flew out today. But absolute bomba for me. Rashford was like my favorite player ever. So
Well, we're getting into football.
well, no, we don't need to get into it right away.
You
But-
guys can tell Varvar's life revolves around football.
Yes,
Yeah, pretty
that's all I think about all day. But we did release a YouTube video today at time of recording. Yesterday, if you're listening to this, well, you're definitely listening to this on Monday or Tuesday or whatever.
If you listen to it on Sunday,
Yeah,
Problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
Problem.
Last week then, but yeah, go check it out. We listed the players that we are investing our stocks in this season, and I loved recording that video.
Yeah, that
it
was
was a lot of fun
Yeah.
because we had to do a lot of research before thinking, oh, what players are gonna do very well, very well. And the issue is. I would have put Rashford. Looking back, I didn't know that he's going to transfer to Barca.
Would have been a gamble.
But I've said on the podcast that he's going to make the Ballon d'Or shortlist at Barca if he goes to Barca. So I'm still sticking with that opinion. But I think I cooked. Comment section saying Varvar cooked. Ferms FC is looking very dumb right now.
I saw a lot of Ferms FC stocks all-time high. I don't know about you.
I'm looking at the comments now, and I don't see.
I don't see any
I haven't
Varvar
seen
comments.
one Varvar shout.
Yeah, I think Varvar has a filter on comments where it's like just Varvar
Varvar.
positive
Millie,
comments.
were we not reading some comments
Bro,
right before starting recording?
okay? Thank you, Varvar, for cooking Ferms. That's the first one I see.
This happens every week, by the way. This isn't a regular occurrence.
Ferms, you were getting
Tough.
cooked though.
Bro, when you have good opinions, there's going to be opposing views as well, and I don't hate that.
Not 100% of people are going to be happy.
Mania True Gamer 6351. How was Varvar the smartest person in this video and Ferms the dumb?
I just scrolled through like 50 comments, maybe more. I have not seen one Varvar. Okay.
Varvar remontada.
I see Varvar super annoying. Run continues.
Million Paula
Generational.
flying under the radar, I see.
Well, Million Paula, you guys invested in like little the stocks that will give you half a star maybe.
To
Oh,
me,
we'll see.
the one that I'm gonna keep fighting over is the Ekitike 3.5 stars. The brother just transferred for 95 mil.
We could debate a bit. We can get into Ekitike after.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that was the stupidest. Like we whiffed on that.
I don't
as
Absolutely.
if it should have been more.
It should have been more
No.
because
Like a
3.5
4-star?
stars, 4-star. Because especially given the season he's had, and the 95 million pound transfer that was moving along in the background, I mean that should justify.
You want to give him
it.
4 stars?
I think 4-star was
But you
justified.
think he should?
I think he should, but once again,
Reindeers was 4-star.
yeah.
Or Reindeers was what 3.5.
Yeah,
even
no,
potentially.
Rangers
4
was
stars.
4.
We gave Mili
Yeah.
Rangers 4 stars.
So
Which
you
I do
think
think that's
Reindeers
an
is
over.
as good as Ekitike?
I mean, in public opinion, yes.
No.
Oh. If Ekitike
Really?
scores 15 goals with 5 assists for Liverpool, he's actually might drop to a 3-star.
Yeah, but he was 95
15
mil.
goals, you're a 3.5. In the Prem, like 3.5, you're 15 goals. And the thing about him is that he's not just he's not just a bagsman. He's everything that you want in a striker. So we'll see.
I don't know, a lot of
Whatever,
ways.
we
But
can get
we
into
did
it later.
record it before the move, like before there was even any
Yeah.
motion with the moves. So, yeah, I don't know. I think 3.5 was fair. Like, obviously, if he transferred to Liverpool and then we recorded that video, then I would say obviously it's higher.
It bumps up. Like in a
Of course,
span of a week.
because you're in a better environment. You're in a more successful
So
environment.
you're saying Varvar FC got off to a quick lead right now?
I mean,
So you said, yeah.
I'm
Right.
already up.
yeah, it could
You
Yeah.
guys are all playing catch up.
Yeah,
now.
but
just
then
as fast as it goes up, it could just as
oh
easily
yeah,
go
no.
down.
Match week number 1. Varvar 3 ACLs of his stocks. That's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
That's inevitable.
Var-
One of your players
Hospital
is getting an
FC.
ACL tear this season.
Hospital FC over
We'll
at
see.
Varvar.
I'm thinking this year that the physios are gonna cook.
Are all
Phases are gonna come.
all five of your players ex ACL tear?
We'll see. I don't know. They need to watch the video. I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't give it away. There's a lot of ACL tears.
Yeah, there are a lot
Maybe
of ACL
Tito
tears.
Chiesa-
But Varvar FC found some value in the market. We found little nuts and crannies that value that people weren't looking at. And Varvar FC abused the system.
Definitely loopholes on Varvar's end.
Abuse the system.
Yeah, he knows.
And you're
he
proud
knows.
of that.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
doesn't think that he actually thinks Ansu Fati is shit.
Yeah,
But he only-
said it many
but he
times
just,
too.
we're just spoiling all the picks that
I mean, they
Varvar
gotta
FC
watch- they
made.
gotta watch the rest. They gotta watch the
He
rest.
picked him because he just wanted some extra stars on his name. Has to be said. Has to be
Yeah.
said. Because no one in the comments is talking about the Varvar complete
The loophole.
loophole, like just dismay for
They hate us 'cause they hate us.
The system is rigged.
Yeah, the system
That's
is
literally what you guys sound like right now.
I
rigged. We have
mean,
integrity.
You guys picked some dog shit ass players. I'm not going to cap.
have integrity.
So we'll see.
This is why we filmed the video.
And also, I'd like to say, I was about to pick Minte, but I allowed Pala to pick.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
this allowed.
so we're just spoiling all the
This
picks,
is gonna-
aren't we?
yeah.
So we're just spoiling everything now. Okay.
But yeah, it was a fun video to record.
Yeah, definitely go watch it
nonetheless.
because like we wanted to do this video just from a good while ago. We've been wanting to do this video, and this is gonna cook when it's the end of the season and we're looking back at
But
this.
low
Yeah.
key, the video's doing pretty well right now. We might even look into doing players that we want to short for next
Yeah.
season. Players
But
that we think are
honestly,
valued too high.
I enjoyed recording it so much that I didn't even care about the views.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed the video, and I know that when we react to them at the end, it'll be even better. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of happy with that.
Yeah, definitely gonna keep an eye out on those players, but definitely make sure to check that out and let us know where you would put Ekitike. 3.5. I'm curious.
Like doing videos like that, we recorded this last week. It's crazy to see the news cycle, how quick it
Oh my God.
turns.
Oh my goodness.
Because we weren't even speaking about Liverpool for Ekitike. We weren't even speaking about a lot of these stuff, and like it's just absolutely insane how quick the news cycle turns. So
Yep. Well, that's a perfect segue into our first big topic, which is the Fabrizio Romano Rashford tweet. That shit went viral, triple platinum.
third most liked Fabrizio and viewed most viewed tweet.
So we were talking off camera and rage baiting each other off camera, and Varvar was basically just trying to talk about like I don't know, were you trying to link it to Man United poll? Like who were you trying to link that to? exactly?
It's that Man United. Any transfer linked to Man United. Look, I'll give you Mili's rolling his eyes. I'll give you a perfect example, okay? Man United are linked to some random fucker. Some random goalkeeper, Sam Lamans, okay? I'm going to find what that tweet got on Fabrizio's page. But basically 50 million views on this 50 million views on Twitter on this transfer, which is only surpassed by Mbappe and Ronaldo to Man United. Once again, two of the top three are Man United, but whatever, that's a whole different conversation. We're still a massive club commercially.
That's how you're lifting now.
Commercially.
No, your fan base is just chronically online.
yeah, but this is a player leaving Manchester United.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's not just a regular player.
Yeah, but it's also not just like a regular transfer out team. Like this is Barcelona.
Yeah.
So I do think there's also like there's multiple factors, but Rashford is definitely one of the more notorious English names that's out there right now. I would say, at least more internationally known. I don't know if you guys agree.
Yeah, he's pretty known, and
he's known.
you have like the perfect storm. It's a transfer to Barca.
Yeah,
one.
one.
It's a Manchester United player that is, I would say, failed towards
Exactly.
the end of his Manchester United career, which everyone loves to see. So you got everyone that hates United, United fans, Barca fans, the world, because Rashford was on the big stage for like a long period of time, and the fact that it was a bomba. Like we woke up to this. This wasn't rumored for 2 weeks, or this wasn't like Mbappe. I'm surprised Mbappe was in the top 3. Because Mbappe was strung over like
Yeah, but bro,
a
it's
year.
Mbappe to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Like, but imagine Fabrizio had his thing when Ronaldo went from Man United to
True,
Real Madrid
but
and
like
stuff like that.
I read the Rashford tweet. I don't know if you're gonna understand what I'm saying. Like the Mbappe one, I just looked at the picture of here we go with Mbappe, and I'm like, hey, this is whatever. I don't even
About
care.
time.
I already know everything. But the Rashford one, like he actually broke me news that I didn't previously know. Like I was looking at like the wage or not the wage, but the transfer fee and all that. So it leads to the question, like, should old journalism be brought back? Because this tweet alone, like, showed me like, bro, that feeling of like the tweet, seeing the tweet last second, I don't know, that was pretty electric.
But I find it boring that you like. It's not for us, like people who are chronically following the sport, like 24/7. It's a lot more boring to just know transfers when they're official. Like, we get to follow storylines and sagas. You would have never heard about Ekitike being linked to there, linked to there, linked to there. You would have just heard, oh, he just joined Liverpool for 95 million pounds.
There's the other
95
thing.
million euros.
It gives us content creators way more to talk about.
Yes.
But like Osimhen, let's say Osimhen was not spoken about at all, then you just saw he went to Galatasaray.
There was a thing online that what's your unpopular football opinion, and then someone answered back that signing should only be announced like when the teams walk out, because basically back in the day in the 1950s or 60s, first game of the season, you were looking, who do we sign? You're looking at.
I'm sure those newspaper clips.
No, I'm telling you, Man United, like fans only realized that we signed like George Best, or I don't remember which one it was, or Dennis Law or something like that. They only realized when he walked out of the tunnel in a Man United kit. They're like, what the fuck? We just signed him?
No, this got to be a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, okay.
Inter fans would look at their lineup and be like,
What? Giuseppe Meazza?
no, they'd be like Bonnie. They'd see Bonnie and they'd be like, who the fuck is that?
Oh my god!
Insane work.
But yeah, imagine a Galatasaray's fan reaction of you just see Osimhen walk out of the tunnel.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
There's always been rumors. There's always been like
Napoli fans.
yeah, Napoli fans
Is that Kevin De Bruyne?
out of nowhere.
They'd be freaking out. Bro, bring that back, low key.
But yeah, I think it's just overdone now. Just too many details, like small details.
I
Like
disagree. I'm a chronically online loser. I love all these details.
he admitted that, by the way.
I'm chronically online. I'm a loser.
Not forced.
I'm a proud loser though.
Clipped.
Like I'm very proud.
Clipped.
So I love
What is this?
Twitter.
This is
That's
this is like
Cuck
Cuck
heritage.
No. Cuck would be, I call Mili a loser and he just takes it. I'm a proud loser.
So you self.
I'm alpha. That's low-key alpha, no?
No.
Yes.
Self-cucked.
That's like saying like I'm a proud gooner. Like I'm proud of my goon. Like it's a you're being you're proud of a negative thing. Like I'm a
What,
proud.
you're not
gooner.
allowed to be a proud gooner?
No. It's a
Bro, you
negative
literally
thing.
come on this fucking thing and you're a gooner. You're
I'm not
literally
coming
wearing the
anywhere.
shirt.
Don't worry
You're
about me,
wearing
bro.
God damn.
I'm a gunner.
There's
gunner.
grown men out there who go online with their Arsenal kits and say, I'm a proud gooner.
No.
Up the gooners.
No. I'm turning as a fan of Arsenal. I'm turning them off of gooning. We're gunners. We're not gooners. That's something wrong with that
Never
statement.
happened there.
But you don't think it's too much though?
No.
No, that's crazy.
I need my 27
Bro,
Fabrizio.
Conceição.
I need my 27 Fabrizio
Conceição,
update.
it's a fucking Portuguese player that the world doesn't really know about. And every day, 26. Oh no, they came back with 25.5.
It only
27.
gets annoying when it's like Mbeumo was annoying. Like Fabrizio, okay, I didn't need the 27th update saying Mbeumo's waiting for Man United.
Yeah.
Like I really didn't need that.
I'm
if
feeling
something
that.
changes, let me know. If Mbeumo's open to other possibilities, let me know. But I didn't need to know.
Bro, I've seen like 10 Waneri contract extension tweets. Like I don't need to know this information.
Yeah.
Lookman right now is in that situation where it's just like,
Bro,
Lookman
you-
only wants Inter. Brother, I'm refreshing. Anything else, please.
You see, the issue is that you
Please.
sign no fucking players, so you don't know how this feels, okay?
That's even
this guy
more of a
was linked
reason.
to Inter. Lookman news broke less than a week ago. Like, you understand that? And your club's already in negotiations.
Yeah, but brother-
Man United and Mbeumo, I had to wait fucking 2 months for
Brother,
that
that's
shit.
more of a reason. Like, we're constantly refreshing because our club buys no one. We're constantly like, okay, is there going to be an update here?
Like we don't
Nothing
close
is
out.
moving.
We don't close out.
I'm not linked to anyone. So I got shit out to refresh.
Yeah, it's.
I got none.
But that Rashford news definitely hit. Like, there was shock factor to it. So, how do you think he's gonna do at Barca?
I said Ballon d'Or short.
Bro, I actually
Top
hope
30,
I actually hope the best for him. Because now that he's not at United, I can actually wish him well.
Now the agenda switches because
Yeah,
if he
it
does
switches.
good, then it's Man
Bro,
United's
I might
problem.
buy a Rashford.
Bro,
You
you're
can
already-
enjoy Rashford now.
Yeah,
You can
I
enjoy
was
him.
could
having
him.
this debate with our patrons in the Discord, okay? If you had to rank the three, let's just say left wing position for Barcelona at the beginning of summer, there were three alternatives. Nico Williams release clause for 55 million or whatever, but on very high
Robbery.
wages. Luis Diaz for 70 million, let's say, but on high wages, or Rashford loan plus buy option. Which rank those three in terms
Okay.
of like
are the wages?
outcomes?
You made the loan plus option sound very nice, but they're spending a bag on Rashford.
Yeah,
10
but-
million loan fee,
14 mil.
even more. 14 million loan fee, and then what? It's a 40 million
30
buy
mil.
option.
30 mil,
30
buy,
mil.
mil buy option.
Plus, he's getting like what, 14 mil a year?
Well,
Well, no,
wages?
So
there's
that's the
zero loan
14.
fee. There's zero loan
Yeah,
fee.
it's just
They're covering his entire wages.
Which is in excess of
14
like
mil.
14 million. which is crazy.
I saw there was a loan fee.
No, there's no loan fee.
100%.
100%.
Fabrizio.
It's just covering his wages.
His wages are
14
mil, which is crazy. But I think clear upgrade if they would have, like, on an actual deal basis, better than both of those. Better than Luis Diaz and better than Nico Williams.
The best deal Barca could have done, in my opinion.
Maybe he's not the best of the three players, but to have that flexibility, they could play striker or left wing.
He could be, like, Rashford at his peak was better than the two other players.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
difficult.
but once again, you're taking a risk, and it's the cheapest of the three. But there is a player there that has shown to be better than Nico Williams and Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
So you're getting the cheapest of the three. It's just about harnessing the environment for Rashford to actually play well. And I think at Aston Villa last year, he showed promising signs of being able to reach that level again.
Yeah, but so did Sancho at Dortmund.
Yes,
it's
kind of crazy how we speak about the Nuno Mendes penitentiary. Meanwhile, Sancho completed the record amount of dribbles in a game against Nuno Mendes.
How to spin it.
Time flies, bro.
For me, if there's one coach that could unlock Rashford's potential again, it's
I agree, and I think La Liga is going to be very good for him. Like we'll see about in the big CL games, because that's my question: is Rashford there physically and technically to compete in those really big CL games? But I think in La Liga, where he's going to be way quicker than all the defenders, and he's going to, like, playing on the other side of Lamine Yamal, you're going to be fed 10 goals minimum or 15 goals a year just by playing on yours. Ferran Torres got like 15 goals last year. So you're going to get the goals. And the good thing about Rashford is that he can play left wing and striker, which is two positions that Barca needed. You fill two with the price of one, you know? So,
but in the flick system, I don't know, can he keep up? Like at Villa, he seemed like he could have, but that was in like spurts, because in the Watkins was still playing in the Prem. Rashford was just playing in Champions League.
Yeah, but it's because they played some games together actually too.
Really?
Yeah. So I think this is honestly, like, if I had to grade the transfer, I'm not going to give it S, because it's like Rashford is not the perfect player nowadays, but I would give it A. Like it is like a very good transfer. This is a rare transfer that benefits all three parties. Man United benefits a lot by getting that wage off, and like well like 14 mil, no one was going to take that wage, so that really benefits us. Rashford, I think it's the perfect environment for him to succeed and rebound his career, because if this fails, honestly, you're looking at Saudi or MLS probably as his next move, and then Barcelona, I think this works perfectly for them as well.
Yeah, I would give it a B. I think there's a gamble aspect to it.
There's a big gamble aspect.
And, I mean, we haven't seen Rashford at the top for years now.
Bro, last year against PSG, that guy literally took over the game.
Yeah, that Aston Villa game, he was good.
Rewriting history.
No,
we're not rewriting
He was good.
history.
We watched
bro.
it. I sat right here. He was good.
He was amazing.
He wasn't amazing. He was
Yes,
good.
He was
was.
good.
He was good. He wasn't amazing.
He was amazing.
I do think that obviously a move to La Liga will definitely boost his confidence, and plus playing in a team like Barcelona, like you have world-class players all around you, so you could only be improved. You could only be supported in that situation. So I think definitely a move out of England was needed.
But they're not relying on him, which is also a good thing for Barca, because they can just go revert to what they were doing last season.
Of course.
And you're still good. So this is just a risky, but not tactically risky.
And Rashford's more of a runner. He doesn't he's not as good when the ball is played to his feet when he's looking at the defenders. He's good like finding space in behind. So if the ball is always going to go to Lamine Yamal, and he's never really going to have to play those like in behind passes and everything, he's going to be the one running in behind. I think honestly this is a match made in heaven. I really think that buy option for 30 mil, we're going to look at it next summer, and it's going to be a without a doubt
That's if he doesn't get injured.
purchase.
But you guys protected yourself, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't remember. Fabrizio never confirmed if there was that clause of they need to pay us if they don't do the buy option.
I think that's what Fabrizio said in one of his recent videos. But that was
Man United were trying to negotiate that in, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened there, but either way, I think that buy option is going to be used personally. Like I think that one's by next year. Rashford's going to be a Barca player. You see, he's in their top 5 earners right now.
But you see, like that's something I look at and I'm like, he doesn't deserve to be up there.
Yeah,
I
but
agree
the players
right now.
understand the situation. They understand it's an old contract and there's no loan fee.
And also, like Rashford is a big commercial pull. Like it's not like a Frankie De Jong that's not a big commercial pull, but he's getting a big salary. You know, like Rashford commercially, brings in a lot of revenue for the club.
I mean, we saw it with the tweet. I was saying before, like, Serie A teams, if they wanted a little bit of exposure, this guy would have been the perfect guy to do it. But Serie A teams can't take that risk or gamble.
Well, he'd be the top earner on pretty much every team.
I think in Serie A, he'd be the top earner.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think, honestly, it's not like Barca needed it, to be honest. But if he went to, let's say, a Serie A, it would bring a lot of eyes. So because people are going to tune in to see, how's Rashford doing? Bro, people watch Real Betis in Conference League just to see, how's Anthony going to do?
Yeah.
And Anthony is 1/10 of the history of Rashford.
Yes.
So
like, I seriously think this is like one of the most win-win-win transfers for everyone. So
let's buy a Rashford.
Barcelona kit? Who says no?
Talking about Barca kits, we have a new kit that we must purchase. Lamine Yamal inherits the number 10, the heir to Lionel Messi. This is massive.
Now,
it was coming. It was always coming, but it's still massive.
I've seen a lot of criticism online because obviously he got those, I'll say, vertically challenged individuals to come to his party. Okay, so I've seen a lot of
crazy.
What? I'm being politically correct. I'm trying to be very generous.
No. That's
horrible.
That's belittling them.
No.
You like the
Yeah, okay, yeah. But like honestly, I don't see the issue with it. Everyone was consenting. So I personally don't see an issue with it. All the Real Madrid fans in the Discord were going crazy.
No shit. They're just gonna hate. They find anything to hate.
Yeah, of
course. But regardless of that, he's turning into a...
Don't say it that he's turning into a Neymar.
No. I wasn't saying a player comp. I'm just saying he's just turning into something that I didn't initially think that he was going to become. It's starting to make sense. Now that I'm seeing it, it's like, okay, no, this kind of natural evolution makes sense. All this money at such a young age. But also, I hate the Real Madrid fans out there tweeting, Endrick on his 18th birthday, so humble. Bro, the guy's ass. Lamine Yamal's the best player in the world. So that's what I was
trying to explain to them. Like, I don't care if Lamine Yamal goes and has a birthday party as extravagant as he did. If he goes out and is like top 2 in Ballon d'Or, I couldn't care less how you do it. Just do it. You know?
Football, we've seen it countless number of times. You can't be both. You can't be the bad boy and then be the best player in the world.
I disagree, bro. Ryan Giggs was amazing until 39 years old for Man United.
I don't know.
And he was like, bro, this guy was out and about.
I know, but no one.
His brother's sister.
Yes,
brother's wife.
Yes,
but no one. But see, he's not even a Gareth Bale.
Ryan Giggs, bro, he's the top assist man in all Premier League history.
Thomas Muller is the second assist of all time of any player.
God.
But no, like. He's young, so I understand that he's like wants to do this stuff. But bro, did you see his cake? The guy got money, drugs, and guns on his cake. Like,
the Murad way.
He just turned 18 years old.
Like,
bro, Charles Leclerc was at his birthday. What the fuck was that connection?
Yeah, I know. It was just like, it seems like a lot all at once, and how he goes about it is one thing, but. Obviously, with the number 10 at Barcelona, you will be seen as the main person at Barcelona. The 10 isn't a light number. Like we saw with Ansu Fati, couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
But the 10 for Barcelona is a very, very important number. So you kind of have to go work accordingly with that.
But my issue is not like this guy's showing up to preseason. He's absolutely shredded. It's not like he gained weight or anything. Like he puts in the work.
Yeah, I get that. But unfortunately, as you age, it gets a lot harder and harder to maintain.
But we don't even know if he's drinking. He might just throw the party and just not drink.
No, but it's a lifestyle. You fall into
there's
that
a full
lifestyle.
champagne bottle at the top.
Varvar, have you ever seen anyone that's been completely immersed in that lifestyle and never indulges in it? No, like there's no there's no stories of them of party animals just not partying, but going to parties.
Like hosting the big party, but not doing anything in there. Like
the Great Gatsby, just sitting on his top porch looking over his party,
waiting for the one girl to show up.
I feel like the sport has low key like, and it's kind of the way that journalists report on them, like taking away the human side of it. Like, bro, players are allowed to go out. Yeah, players are allowed to go out and party. They're humans like everyone else.
Yeah,
bro.
I know, but like we spoke about
this is an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah, I understand, but you are the best player in the world.
The human side to it, Varvar.
Yes.
He hired fucking
vertically
challenged group. That's not the human side of it. That's
Well, you can hire anyone else to enter. You can hire DJs. You can hire
even
dancers, anything.
even
Exactly.
freaking even
Anything.
like what do you call
Exotic
them?
dancers
Yeah,
or
exotic
something.
dancers.
But you think
like-
he's the Garnacho had those same exact vertically challenged.
And what do you say,
individuals.
Garnacho? You say Garnacho's an idiot.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't say that he doesn't try hard. Like he tries very hard.
But we're not
So
arguing
just
that.
because he's talented, it excuses his actions.
No,
Or just because he works hard, it excuses anything else he does.
you work hard, you reap the rewards. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
but
I'm
there's
not-
ways
I'm not
to
for
reap
that.
them, I find.
So Ronaldinho.
I can't believe we're talking
Okay,
about
so
reap the
Ronaldinho-
rewards.
Yeah,
this is a
reap the
reward. This is
rewards is
not
crazy.
season pass in FC 25.
This
You
is
unlock
gluttonous.
vertically challenged the party animal.
This is gluttonous. This is just like, this is way too much, way too fast. And unfortunately, like, we've seen, like, Father Time is undefeated. Things will catch up to you. The way he's acting now, if he does that at 33 years old, it will not end well.
So I'm sure this has happened. We're not in debate. So it's better to have strippers, let's say, at your party instead of these individuals. In your mind.
I think both. If you're 18 and you decide, I need to throw a party. What really entertains me?
Bro.
Dwarves and strippers. I think you need to reevaluate.
We had no confirmation there were strippers there. He just said
Okay.
that's not a politically correct term, by
But
the way.
the fact that he had to sit down, the fact that he had to sit down and say, what would really make this party fun? And he came to that conclusion.
Bro, you've never been to a party with them there, so you don't know, bro. We gotta experience it first. Maybe they're the life of the party.
Bro,
Maybe they're the life of the party.
I promise you, the party would have been just as fun if they weren't there.
I don't know.
I promise you.
I don't know. Garnacho looked like they were. They looked like they were a lot of fun.
And Garnacho's a dunce. How about that?
He's about to get a big transfer to Chelsea or Aston Villa.
Yeah, enjoy that. I don't know. This is just something that he needs. Like, he needs the right people around him. It doesn't seem like he has the right people around him at all.
This is not great to see at 18.
I don't think this is a valid thing. There was a Madrid fan I was speaking to in the Discord that did bring up a more valid thing, in my personal opinion, is that he plays a lot of minutes. And at his age, the players that's played these amount of minutes usually tend to flame out. You could look at R9, who was at the same level when he was 18 or 17.
Messi, though.
Messi didn't play when he was 18. Messi only really broke onto the scene at 19, 20.
But at 19, he was playing minutes.
Yes, but
he's playing minutes.
Yamal has over 100 appearances right now. He just turned 18. So players like this that really end up like playing a lot when they're young, sometimes they flame out quick due to injuries and stuff like that. So that's a more valid thing that may derail his career. I don't think that the partying is really that big of an issue.
How do you not play him, though? How do you justify not playing the...
I agree completely.
It's a situation that's unfortunate to him because he's one of the best players in the world.
Yes.
Look at Neymar.
Arguably the best.
Look at Neymar right now, which he can't stay healthy for more than like 5 games at a time.
And you think don't you think his lifestyle
influences
I don't think it was really the lifestyle
God.
personally. I don't think it was the lifestyle.
It was.
Bro,
I think
please.
it's look at the way that they played against Neymar. Neymar was getting kicked the shit out of every single
Messi
game.
his whole career.
Yes, I agree. That I agree with. But Messi's low key
An anomaly.
an anomaly to
hate
the
that.
injury scene because bro, this guy literally picked up 0 injuries. He picked up 1 big injury.
But then you understand. Okay, then you have to understand your body. You have to understand yourself. Okay, I'm an injury prone player. I have to do things differently. You have to adjust your lifestyle. You have to adjust your practices, how you train and all
But you
that.
think Messi doesn't drink? Like Messi does. Messi goes out, bro. Like Messi.
I understand that. I'm not saying every soccer player can drink. I'm not saying every soccer player can't do anything. But there's pacing. You have to pace yourself.
Bro, Varvar, when
Understand the
It's
situation.
his 18th birthday, bro. Let the kid live.
Let the kid live. It's just going
when
out
we
with
look
some
at
friends, bro.
content, are we
Please.
like this is a weird analogy, but we're looking at Mr. Beast, right? Like we're looking at the top of the line to compare our content to because we want to get there. You know, we need to look at Messi and Ronaldo, aka the Mr. Beasts of football, to like say if you want to be them, you got to act like them. And Ronaldo, although he partied when he was young, always kept a very strict regimen, and Messi as well. They were very serious about their game. And look at all the guys that fell out. like a lot of Brazilians, unfortunately.
Jack
does-
Grealish
he
was
doesn't-
English's top
Oh, yeah,
talent.
even Jack
This is
Grealish.
not a John Duran situation where first week at Fenerbahce he shows up late to training. The guy is there on time, shredded. He didn't show up overweight to preseason. He is completely like 6-pack and everything. This guy's as lean as ever.
I know, but 1
And
plus
he-
1 is 2, bro. Like 400K chains. Like you're not seeing other guys do that,
Bro, yes, you are.
He's
There's a
bro.
bunch of footballers that have chains.
Yeah,
so
but
narcissistic, bro.
17.
But that's your criticism of
Lamine
it.
Yamal chain.
He has a different view of it. I'm not. Who am I to tell a guy what he can do with his money, bro? You
Listen,
made the money.
I-
This guy just signed. He's 18 years old. He's making 40 mil a year. Let him, the brother, do what he wants to do.
I'm worried about him because
yeah.
he's my favorite player. Like in the last season, he was my favorite player.
To watch, to talk about, like this guy was just a walking highlight
It's his
reel.
life. He could do whatever he wants. But if we're talking about footballing, I've never seen a player that gets into that type of lifestyle and stays with that and stays and have a successful
still be
has a
consistent.
successful decade and a half in football.
You're gonna bring up Maradona, but Maradona again was one of the greatest players of a generation.
and he was inconsistent, but whatever.
And he was inconsistent. So
Well, semi-inconsistent. He
inconsistent.
flopped at Barca. People don't really speak about
yeah,
that.
he
but
did. But again, you have to expect Lamine Yamal to be at the best, like top 3 player in the world all the time. People are expecting him to be like that for his whole career. You won't be doing that, unfortunately, if this lifestyle is kept up. I'm not saying he's a terrible person. I'm just saying that like you have to
Yeah, but
stop
bro,
and understand.
you look at other sports. Let's just.
I was about to do that.
You
Michael-
parallel Michael
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan.
This guy was fucking dog. Like
Yeah.
this guy was out
Yes.
all the time.
Gambling,
Gambling, though.
drinking, wine.
You guys
I
are
know,
speaking
he
about it as if he's Dennis Rodman, brother. He's just throwing a little party, bro.
Yeah, but
Let the guy be.
Okay.
You think Michael Jordan never had a party with vertical?
Maybe when he was
vertical
28 years old, he was 28
Got
years old with
producer
3
Tilo
championships,
Avila.
maybe. With maybe 3 or 4 championships, he was throwing parties like that. Not at just
Yeah,
turned
that's true.
18 with no
Bro,
Champions Leagues and anything.
Kobe was a mentality demon. Locked the fuck in. Bro, LeBron was a lock-in demon.
Job's not finished, bro. Job's not finished. You can't be partying like you won the Champions League before you even do anything. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
won the
Especially
Euros.
now with the number 10. Yeah, but still. Like you're talking about bigger ambitions.
Bro, win a
here.
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or, then
We know
then
how talented he
win
is.
a Ballon d'Or, then
Give him
you
a
can
couple
start-
months.
Then you guys start partying.
Yeah, all the best to him, though.
Yeah.
No, yeah, all the best.
All the best.
For real, because
Yeah.
bro, I need to watch him out
We're
for a long
concerned
time.
about it because we know how good he is. That's why. Because we
And
care, bro.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Like,
Has
care
there-
about you.
disappointed.
Since CR7, has there ever been a more like drip name/number combo than Yamal 10? I don't know.
I thought 17 was nice.
I thought 17 was
I have
also
no
nice.
problem
You
with
could
it.
have
It
made
was
it
cool.
yourself.
It was cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like when players come on. This is I like what Phil Foden does because he has like 49, 47. He made that his number.
I know.
Trent did it also with. I don't like that Trent doesn't use his
does
number
what?
anymore because of La Liga registration rules or
47?
something like that. But no, he was 60 something. He was 60.
66.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
66.
No, but now he's
That's
like-
drip.
isn't he
Yeah,
Now
because
he's
I don't
12.
think in La Liga you can even use 66.
Is he not 12 now?
I don't know, but I don't think you could use 66.
I think
in
he's a
La Liga.
single
Why not?
digit.
But I love when players
Yeah.
make numbers iconic for like themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Okay, I agree. But if it's Messi at Barcelona,
but you see, you're never gonna surpass Messi.
Yeah.
So like,
You're setting up expectations
You're setting
that you don't
yourself
need to.
up to be second. You could. There was at one point someone started the number 10 like
12 by
thing.
the way, Ferms.
So someone at one point started number 10. You could be the starter number 17 at Barcelona. The guy after you.
But the 10 was named because of the position.
Yeah, I know. I'm not.
He should be
I know.
7 technically.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. He should be a winger number.
yeah.
But in my opinion, he
But-
should have gone with like a number that looks
17,
a 17.
But what are you gonna
17 was
do?
great.
Then you should retire number 10 because of Messi. If you're not gonna let someone else take it.
No, you allow someone
No,
else
he's
to
saying
take
Yamal should choose a different number
Yes.
and make it to
Yeah,
make his
I
own
like
great
17.
number.
I thought it fit him pretty well, and it was becoming iconic.
Like in
Now-
hockey. In hockey, Crosby made 87.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Gretzky made 99. No, he was 99.
Yeah.
Like all these players made their
Yeah.
own numbers. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of doesn't really matter. But
No,
as
it
long as you go out and score some goals,
It's just pressure. It's just added pressure that maybe you don't want. But
it seems like Lamine
if
Yamal
he's
does not
hungry
give a
for
shit
it,
about
Yeah, I don't think
pressure.
he.
if he's
I don't think
hungry, he
cares.
doesn't.
If I didn't hate Barca so much, bro, that Yamal 10 would have been easy cop. Easy cop.
And I kind of like the kids this season at Barca.
We need to see what Rashford number also he takes because that's gonna be interesting.
It's looking like a
Probably a
random.
19
Rashford,
situation or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, well,
That's what he had at
10
Aston
he was
Villa,
10
no?
at Barcelona. He was 10 at Man United.
Madrid.
He was 10 at Man United. But I think he was 9 at Aston Villa. I think
9 or 19?
I don't remember actually, but could also be a cop of a kid if I didn't hate Barcelona.
Barcelona Rashford. Who says
Yeah.
no?
Well, speaking about Man United, we have this week we got linked to 3 big names in the transfer market. Šeško, Watkins, Jackson. Rank those 3 in terms of who would be best for Man United.
I think cost aside, a guy like
We
Jackson.
can't put cost aside. You got to include cost. Let's
Okay,
outline
let's
the
include-
cost.
So outline the cost.
Šeško, I would say 80 million euros for Šeško. Okay, that's what it would take him to get out of Leipzig. Maybe 70 to 80. So let's say something like that. Watkins would be 50. Jackson, I would say 60 or 55.
Well,
5 to 6.
apparently
I don't
Chelsea
think
thinks he's
Jackson
100
is
million.
55,
He's 100
yeah.
million
No,
euros
that
striker.
was a fucking fake false report.
From
Supposedly-
Fabrizio.
No, it wasn't Fabrizio.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was from Pleti Goal, I think, or whatever.
No, Fabrizio said it too. He said 85 mil minimum.
Quick fact check.
But Victor Osimhen to Galatasaray. Here we go, Bumba, as we
Live
as
Bumba.
We shall be talking about it.
But
Getting into
yeah, Jackson. Supposedly they might actually be interested in Garnacho the other way. So
that's
that would
Business with Chelsea, bro. Let that stream dry up, bro.
yeah, but the issue is that we got scammed on Mason Mount last time.
I know,
So
but you guys
I
are
don't-
just scamming each other, bro. Stop
How did
it.
we? Oh yeah, Sancho.
Stop it, bro.
Yeah,
Let
but
these
we're
guys-
down right now. We need to. We got. They owe us some. They owe us some credit.
Need to get back.
Yeah, I for that Mason Mount. I need my get back.
gonna run it back.
Yeah. So, but honestly, right now,
I don't know.
Watkins. The issue for me is that Watkins is so proven that I think I would put him first on this list.
No.
He scored over 15 goals in the Premier League 3 seasons in a row or 4 seasons in a row. That track record is unmatched. And Šeško and Jackson for me have too many question marks with their game.
To me, the question is which of these strikers can be Amorim's Gyökeres? Because I think it seems like he's trying to rebuild that Sporting system.
I actually don't even personally. I don't even think we need to spend that big on striker this summer. Like for me, Šeško 75 to 80 million seems like too much money for a team that, like the back seven's not good, or it's not like it's nothing special. Let's just say it's mid-table Premier League quality. I would rather spend a bit less on striker and then invest in other areas of the squad.
So
Yeah.
if in that case, I would kind of agree. I'd say Watkins. I'd say if you can get Watkins for 50 million, it would probably be the best of these 3 price indexed, because you know what Watkins getting you, and if you have Cunha and Mbeumo and Bruno behind them, like he's giving you whatever
Yeah.
goals you give him.
And I've looked at statistically the number of goals to get top 4 in the Prem is usually 70 to 75 goals.
Oh, I hate this math you're about to do, bro.
But no, you have to start thinking about it, because you're not getting that 70 to 75 goals out of fucking Haaland, Garnacho, and Xerxes.
Yeah, I know, but Xerxes with Mbeumo and Cunha behind them.
So if you can write down Cunha and Mbeumo, let's say for 25 to 30 goals, let's say next season in the Premier League, that's what they should be doing. For 25 to 30, let's say 11 or 12 each, plus a bit more potentially. And then Watkins is good for 15 to 20. So you start making the mathematics, then that's low key starting to get you a bit in front in the top 4.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't like that
conversation.
math, because you can't just add their expected outputs. You need to talk about the team's outputs and how they're going to be split amongst them.
Oh, I agree.
Those are all pen takers.
Yeah, but you have to understand also is that like Cunha and Mbeumo were pen takers, yes. I don't know if Watkins was a pen taker. I think Tielemans might have been a pen
Watkins
taker.
2 seasons ago, in the season where he beat Haaland in the FPL. Remember the season where he
Yeah.
got all those points? I think he was a pen taker that season. But I don't know.
I don't know. I find Watkins is inconsistent. Like
No.
bro. If you actually watch him, it's like it's a situation where he could bag a couple of goals here and there, but then realistically throughout the game he's a little bit invisible.
He's not amazing on the eye.
best strikers in the world are right now. There's no strikers in world football.
that are consistent.
Forget
Like, well,
consistent. You're thinking about
available.
consistent. It's just back in the day, strikers used to get like, let's say 3-4 chances a game and score 2 goals. Nowadays, the best strikers in the world are the guys who get like 5, 6, 7 chances, but they'll bag 1 or 2. Like it's the guys who get a lot of chances who are the best strikers in the world. It's not like strikers aren't as clinical anymore. Like they're not as consistent, but they're consistently getting chances, the top ones.
I think that's also a product of trying to find players that are more all-round, like more well-rounded.
Yes.
Well-rounded strikers that aren't necessarily specializing in poaching or specializing in specific things. So you're trying to find a super athletic, a strong striker, but there are drawbacks. He may not be as consistent in front of net, but he'll score. So I do think based off of Premier League experience and whatnot, I do think that Watkins is probably the best. Then I would say if you're thinking in terms of price and just hitability, it's like Jackson and Sesko. I would say.
I can see
Jackson second.
I can see
I would
Jackson,
put Jackson
being,
second.
I can see him being a meme at Manchester United.
I agree he would join as a meme for sure, but I do think that there is. I've made fun of him on multiple occasions because he kind of makes it way too easy to make fun of him, like stuff like missing wide open nets and stuff.
Yeah.
That makes
His
it. But
finishing.
you watch him and he is pretty good. Like
His link up. I mean, his link
he
up
was a
is
lot
elite.
better this season than he was.
Bro, he had
preseason.
amazing form at the beginning of
Yeah,
He had a little
yeah,
purple patch.
100%. I think he is a good player. Would I take him for 60 mil? You are taking a bit of gamble, but if you can do the Garnacho swap deal, like that for me is, in my opinion,
It's not a
that's
straight
the
swap.
best option.
It's not
I
becoming a
agree.
straight
We would
swap.
have to give a bit of
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
But for me personally, if you can get Garnacho involved in that Jackson deal, that for me might actually be number one. Because I think that's the best value that we're gonna get.
But don't act like Chelsea is oblivious to how much you guys want to get rid of Garnacho.
yeah, but once again, it's 45. You're not ducking from your price. It's 45 mil. If you want to get him out, you can get him out. If not,
Yeah, but I mean, he's been on the market.
yeah, I agree. But
Like-
there are teams interested. It's not just
Interested,
Chelsea.
but they're not going to give you 45.
Aston Villa would give you 40, 45
And why would Aston Villa sell a guy like Watkins?
because they have PSR issues.
So they're just going to go into next season with no striker?
Pretty much.
They're looking. The thing is that I think there's like a striker roulette. Once Watkins, let's say, if Watkins gets sold by Aston Villa, they're gonna go for Nicholas
Like a
Jackson.
domino.
Yeah, it's like a whole domino effect.
But if you have PSR problems, you're going to take a loss on
No.
that deal.
What do you mean you wouldn't? But you have to
Jackson's more
understand-
expensive than Watkins.
Yes, but first of all, if you buy I don't want to go into a whole PSR thing. If let's say you sell Watkins for 50 mil, let's
Yeah,
say
you get more. You get
50
more.
mil. That's 50 mil pure profit, by the way,
Yeah.
because Watkins been there for forever. So that's
opens up-
50
No, he
mil
hasn't.
pure
He's only been there
profit.
for like 45 seasons.
No, he's been there since they were in the championship.
Who?
Watkins.
No.
He was there for at least 5 years.
No, he played for Brentford in the championship.
At least 5 years. I'm telling you, at least 5 years.
I say 4 or 5.
Whatever. That 50 mil is gonna be completely profit in the eyes of PSR. And then let's say you buy Jackson for 60, but that 60 mil, it's spread over the 5 years of his contract, so it's only 12 mil. So you actually come out plus 38 mil or whatever the fuck it is in that math. It's kind of stupid accounting math, but that's how the Premier League works. But basically, I think Jackson Garnacho swap deal, that would be number one. Watkins, I think if it's just straight cash, I think it's number one. Šeško for me, it's tough. Ferms, I know Ferms FC is an enjoyer.
Yeah, I'm really surprised you didn't put Šeško at least second.
Because for me, I could easily see Šeško, he's the riskiest play of the
Yeah.
bunch.
Yeah, that's why.
Because he could easily be Haaland 2.0.
No,
or
I
he
don't,
could,
I don't think so.
Okay, maybe not Haaland 2.0 because that's generationally bad.
Yeah.
But he could be a 8-goal striker or he could be a 22-goal striker.
But it's hard to see. It's hard to see him being shit.
Like Šeško is a bags man. Like you put him up top. You have Acuna and Mbeumo feeding him. He's scoring
say
goals.
that, but he only scored 14 goals in the Bundesliga or 15.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
but,
he's- I
but
wouldn't
this year
say
I would say
he's,
Openda was better than Šeško for Leipzig.
But
So
you see, that's not concerning from your POV.
I think we see the qualities on how he knows how to finish the ball. Like he's a crazy finisher in my opinion.
He has good ball striking technique, but his selection of when to use his shooting techniques is really bad. And he's one of those guys that as soon as he gets the ball, let's say there's a better option, he doesn't care. He just shoots the ball. Like it's kind of a,
But don't you want someone that has that mentality sometimes after watching Haaland who doesn't even know when to
it's
shoot?
better than Haaland. But you look at the top level strikers in world football, like Lewandowski didn't score 40, 50 goals a year by always shooting the ball.
Yeah.
He knows when to dish the ball and he knows when to
Yeah.
actually shoot.
Listen, it might bite me in the ass if somehow the saga of Gyökeres to Arsenal becomes Šeško to Arsenal. But watching Šeško comps, very reminiscent of Vlahovic at Fiorentina.
Scored a brace against Juve, by the way, in Champions League.
He did.
Yeah, that was one of them was a great bro. The guy put
I
his
remember
foot
the week
over his
after you
fucking
came in
head.
and you were glazing him. You were,
Yeah.
bro, Šeško's insane, bro.
Yeah, I
can't-
know.
I'm
I
a
know.
Šeško
I know,
glazer
but
too,
so
I'm
is,
not gonna
so
lie.
is Vlahovic at Fiorentina. Like you would watch him and you say, bro, this guy can score with both feet and he can score from anywhere
But
on the pitch.
you watch Šeško and you're like, what can't this guy do? That's the issue. But then you get sucked into the trap. Like, what can't this guy do? But then he shows up and he can't do anything. So
We're also forgetting he's like 23,
22, I think.
22. So like
He
compared,
is the
I mean
youngest of the
Jackson.
bunch.
Yeah, I mean Jackson's what 24.
And he'd probably have the lowest wages, which is something also to take into account.
Yeah.
Like once you take wages into account, they're probably all similar price deals.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially Watkins. Watkins is like
I
what,
don't think
29 now?
Watkins-
He's 30.
Yeah,
30?
but he doesn't expect. Watkins won't expect much. Watkins is the cheapest one of the three, in my opinion, for the whole package.
Yeah, but he's also getting a 30-year-old, which have no resale value.
But why not? You're not even that down
agree.
for a striker.
For me personally, I would actually consider Mateta one of the top options on this
That's
list.
another option.
But I don't know
Milan
if he's
transfer
available
target?
for. I don't know if he's
30 million
available.
for Mateta is greater value than any of these.
Milan and United sharing transfer targets.
I would still think Garnacho Jackson swap deal is still better value, to be honest. But I don't
see
know
why
if that's
Chelsea
an
would do that.
option. But if that is
No.
an option, I would still take that. But I think Mateta is also an underrated option. And I'd rather buy Mateta for cheaper than this and go get a center mid or something like that than
Depends.
the
You just need to aim for like bigger names, in my opinion, because like these
but names
names
doesn't equal success.
Yes, but it's certainty sometimes.
Yeah.
Like an Osimhen is a certainty. Although forget like the context of his.
But
his
then you
transfer
run
saga.
into risks of can he adapt to the league? Like the thing that I like this summer that we've done is that we bought within the Premier League.
Yeah, but exactly.
Cunha
Cunha
played
certainty.
a
Mbeumo
3-4-2-1
certainty.
'Cause you guys
in
are
the Prem.
You guys are
Yeah.
so scared to get clowned, so you're just trying to keep it as safe as possible.
That's I think that's what.
Yeah.
How have Newcastle built their base of their squad right now? It's by buying Premier League talent.
Pretty cuck mentality.
They did risk it on a player like Isak, who on the year that they bought him for 65 mil or 70 mil, whatever they bought him for, he only got 6 goals, 2 assists. So it was a major risk, but they went with their intuition. You know, it paid off. But I think buying Premier League talent right now, you know what you're getting. So
Yeah, that's fair.
I think Šeško's last for me.
Anyway, Amrim's gotten Cunha. He's gotten his Mbeumo signing. He might even get a striker signing. What are the expectations from this season? Because finishing on the same point as Wolves,
So 2 signings for a squad in 15th. We are now have expectations for Amram
he's spent over 100 million. 100 and
on 2 players.
how much has he spent on these guys in euros?
Well, you got
Bro,
75
he's
mil
bought
on
2
Mbeumo.
players.
Well,
80 million
80
on
million
Mbeumo.
euros on
manager-
Mbeumo.
And Cunha was
You-
what, 70?
Cunha,
much
no,
was
was 50, I
It
think.
was 70.
70?
It was
70
62 million pounds or 61 million pounds.
Okay, so more.
So you've spent 150 million on 2 players, and you might spend an additional, let's say, 50 on a striker. No, Varvar, I'm not rage baiting. There
Bro,
should be
you
serious
are rage baiting
No.
because
No, he's-
stop saying there should be serious expectations.
Am I rage baiting?
I don't think he's saying serious expectations. He's just saying what's the
I'm
expectation.
not asking you to win the Champions League.
top
'Cause
8
You're not
is
in
the
that competition
expectation right now.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I mean,
Top
it is
8.
a lot of money,
Yes,
though.
top 8.
Top 8.
Bro, everyone's spending the money in the Prem. It's not, bro. Sunderland are spending more than us.
No, they
aren't.
aren't.
Yeah, sure.
spend-
Sunderland
they
are
spend
not.
150
They
Sunderland-
spend more than La Liga.
They spend more than any Serie A team put together.
You just spent 150 mil.
That's nothing in
On 2
today's
players,
football.
on
That's
2 players.
nothing.
You
That's
think you're done?
really nothing.
You're not done. You're gonna
That's
make more
nothing.
signings.
Bro, we bought 2 good players. Both of them are 2 good deals. I don't give a fuck about how much was spent.
They're
This
horrible
club needs a lot more than 2 signings. It
Yeah, of
needs a
course.
lot more. So we got 2 good players in the door. We need like 6 more. That's not going to happen in one window. So obviously now my expectations for next year, I would like to just get a European spot. We're not in Europe this year. I would like to get back in the conversation of being in European fucking spot.
6th place?
I think realistically by the end of transfer, if you get me a goalie and a striker, I will probably say top 6. If you get me a goalie and striker though, right now I have to say top 8, maybe like fighting for a fucking Conference League spot. It's disappointing.
I say this because I want to avoid Manchester United fans saying, "Oh, we're not blaming Amram because he hasn't been fully back
But
yet."
meanwhile, last year when we said Arteta, if he doesn't win the Prem, you should sack him, and you said yes. But meanwhile, at the end of the year, when he didn't get his striker, you're saying, well, bro, he didn't get his striker, bro. You need to get him a striker, and then we'll talk.
Bro, that's hypocrisy on my end.
Yeah, I agree.
That's straight hypocrisy.
if Amram finishes 10th this year, yeah, he should get sacked. I agree, 100%. Hands up. If he finishes 10th, he should get sacked.
Mid-season, I better not hear, bro, he needs this, he needs that, he needs this, he needs that. If he goes and sign, and this is hinging if he goes and buy a goalie and a striker.
I agree.
Because I agree, Onana will not get you into the top 8. And
I agree.
Xerxes and Haaland is actually,
Xerxes not bad.
bro, Xerxes and Mbeumo and Cunha, you should be able to make top 8 comfortably.
I agree.
Should.
Xerxes is a decent player. I'm not comfortable going into him as a star striker player, like going into the season, but I would not be surprised if by the end of the season, Xerxes cemented himself as a solid number 9 rotational player.
It depends. Is Cunha going to run in behind? Because Xerxes is better at
could
link-up.
play. He could play. No, I think that them playing together is actually makes a lot of sense.
Bro thinks he's Flick's Barca. Or PSG, or Luis Enrique's PSG.
Flick's Barca literally do the complete opposite.
No, that's why
Lewandowski.
I changed it to Luis Enrique. But like you're not rotating. Like I think you need a man to get in behind.
I agree. That's what our striker is supposed to be. Complete runner in behind.
So Xerxes.
And Cunha can run in behind. The good
That's
thing
what I'm
about
saying, the overlap.
Mbeumo and Cunha is both of them running behind. Like they're both able to play off
Bro,
the
Mbeumo
striker.
can't do shit, bro. He can't
Yeah.
run anywhere.
Yeah.
No.
If Juventus signed Mbeumo, I actually don't even know what the fuck would be.
When they
said.
start talking about your club, that's when you won.
Yeah, when they mock you.
Bro, literally, Arsenal wanted to sign Mbeumo. Got rejected. Fabrizio certified, by the way.
You're gonna show me that after.
Okay.
It's certified.
I can find it right now, actually.
Yeah.
That Nico
But,
Jackson fee, how much was it?
What would you
What do you
guys say? What would you guys say right now is the expectations for our squad?
Your squad?
I don't want your opinion because that's I know stupidity is gonna come out of there.
Yeah, you need
I think a European
a European spot. Whether it's Conference League or Europa League, you need to be there.
The issue is that the bar is right now is set so low
I know.
that like the only realistic answer I think right now is top 8. Like if you
Yeah,
guys
I
finish
hear
at around 10, 12,
But you see, like,
then I would
I
say
hate
no,
it.
you have to push top 6.
I think literally last podcast or maybe 2 podcasts ago, Varvar was shitting on Chelsea for saying the standards have dropped. So once they win like a Club World Cup, then all of a sudden it's an achievement. I think we should hold Man United to the same
Yep.
standard. Yes, they've been shit for a couple of years now, but
we-
so have Chelsea and
Okay.
so have these other teams.
I
Rebuttal.
acknowledge we are run like absolute ass.
Yes.
We're run to the ground.
But have some standards,
We are
that's all I'm
ran
saying.
by stupid idiots. Okay.
Check.
Chelsea fans don't acknowledge that. That's the issue. Like
3 years ago, they would have said, "What the fuck are we doing?"
even if we finish top 8 this year or whatever, top 7, we are still ran by idiots. It's not. I'm not here saying, "Oh my God, bro, we finished 7th. This squad's ready. Let's go. Let's buy the center midfielder of our dreams, and then we're gonna be competing for the Prem."
But if you call your management idiots, then how can you back like the Amarim project?
Because Amarim is so. I'm
was put
of
together
the
by
personal
idiots, according to
opinion
you.
that last year, no matter who we appointed, it was going down the shithole. That's my personal opinion. No matter who was manager. Now, Ten Hag was a special case because this guy literally destroyed our entire club. But that's a whole other conversation.
He was higher than Amarim when he left. So
Okay, cool. Higher in the table, but our whole squad's 35, making way more money than they should. But whatever, that's a whole other conversation.
wasn't he responsible for Lenny Yoro and for Ugarte?
Responsible. All he did was fucking, oh, we're signing Lenny Yoro? Okay, thank you guys. That's all he did. If it were up to him, we'd be signing some fucking random Dutch guy from the Eredivisie that would be playing 3 games for Ajax last
That's
year for
signed to his
35
agency.
mil. Exactly. Money laundering scheme, by the way. But yeah, I personally think that no matter who was manager last year was going to be in for one, let's just say. And Amram didn't even get he got Dorgu in January. That was
You're gonna enjoy that.
that was his savior season signing.
So now I think Mbeumo and Cunha are amazing transfers. So I'm expecting at least a
But this
Conference
doesn't
League
make
spot.
Man United amazing.
No, but when you're spending that much on 2 certified players in the Premier League, at least,
And
you
we're
could
playing one
expect
game
a
a week.
European spot.
And we're playing one game a week.
Yeah,
we
the
have to
game-
remember
yes.
that.
The
Exactly.
game is important now.
Amarim has 1 week every single game. There should be no fitness issues. There should be no
Yeah, 1 game.
this is our Conte season.
that's
we
one,
might
yeah.
actually do it. Fuck it, we're doing a title charge.
Okay.
Listen, if you don't finish,
Antonio Conte, you have inspired me.
there we go. The blueprint.
I'm saying top 6 should be definitely 100%.
So
in the
transfer
cards.
window closed today. We should be making top 6.
That's great. That team has not changed.
That should be your standards, though.
But
Yeah, okay. The standards and the reality are
You've
two
added
different
Cunha
things.
and Mbeumo, who are great players. We've all
Yeah.
watched them last season. Like, they're amazing players.
Yes.
We have some expectations.
But there's also 9 other positions on that
exactly.
field that are
we are still
like,
signing.
If they're still
we
ass,
still if transfer
then-
window
Oh,
ended today,
Bruno Fernandes
we
is on
still
that
have
team.
Rasmus Højlund up
That's
top, and
3
we still have
players, you
Onana in net.
Yeah,
They
well, if
spent
you
60
get a
mil on Lenny
striker-
Yoro or some shit, 60 or 70.
yeah, that's a developmental
Ugarte is
project.
a
That's
60
7
million?
Euro turned it to 70 now. So fuck
Is it
it, we're just
60?
making up numbers
Is it
now.
60?
It's like 55 or 60.
55 million pounds is 67.
It's not pounds. That was euros.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
But what
I'm
I'm
keeping
trying to get,
Barver busy. You give him a stat to go
Yeah,
look
yeah.
up, and he stays
but
quiet
like
for
they
a
still
second.
have Højlund on the squad. They still
But he's not starting.
doesn't matter. He's still taking up a
Bro,
spot.
Ugarte still a 60 million euro transfer.
They still have Garnacho on the squad. They still have
Bro, Garnacho's a fucking Garnacho would be like the top 3 player on
52
Juve.
mil pounds. So what is that?
60 something mil euros.
Yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't pounds.
Who's this?
52 mil pounds.
Yeah.
Euro.
Euros, pounds?
Bro, Euro, I don't know. You guys laugh at that transfer. That was a fucking. I want to give it 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. This guy
For that
No,
price.
actually
11 on
incredible.
10, 11.
He's been incredible. Preseason, the first game, this guy added a passing bag. I'm not even kidding. He's looking like
Added
Van
a
Dijk.
passing bag.
He's looking like Van Dijk.
That's okay, but we can't judge off preseason.
I agree.
Listen, he's way better than
Aston
Lisandro.
Villa lost 3-0 to some.
What
fucking
happened to
random
Lisandro?
Slovakian.
What the fuck is Lisandro?
I would say
He's
I don't
injured.
trust his judgment because what he said about Lisandro when we
Yeah.
put him over Van Dijk. He also put Araujo over Van Dijk,
Let's
by
not
the way.
forget what this brother also said about.
Yeah,
Lisandro.
I also
Yeah.
said
Yeah,
he
well,
was
Mili's
fucking-
number
I'd love-
one Man
Yeah,
United
but
Glazer.
at the time, Millie was really on that wave.
Yeah.
Manchester
Still
United.
is. Has not.
Well, I really like that. When
protection.
Lisandro was good, he was fantastic.
I'm gonna
guy-
protect a 5'7" center back.
Now it's understandable that I said this stupid shit, but Mili also said Ten Hag would be
D1
the heir,
Glazer.
the heir of Sir Alex
I
Ferguson.
did not say that.
He did.
I don't remember saying
He
that.
said I would love him as my manager. He said that.
What the fuck were you? This is misinformation.
No,
I'm not believing this. I'm not
remember
believing this.
I don't believe that.
News to
I will
me.
find the video. I will find the video.
So how do you know this?
I know. I
You watched
watched the clip because I couldn't believe it. I could
I
not
can't,
believe.
I can't believe it either that I said that. It's crazy work.
But yeah,
Anyways, Man United
we're
is
gonna be
shit.
in
Anyways,
for
have some standard. That's
we're
all I'm
gonna be
saying.
in for a very entertaining season.
Anyways, what happened to Shame?
Shame got thrown out the window when Ten Hag left.
No. I know we're ass.
But Chelsea needs to win everything.
Chelsea also spent like double the amount of money that we
I know.
spent in the last
Double.
5 years. Yeah,
Impossible.
spent
Yeah, double.
2 billion.
Double of Man United.
Yeah,
Yeah.
double. Maybe more.
Impossible.
Or double any team, any
Yeah.
Prem team.
Other Prem teams, yes. Man United,
Yes.
double.
Firms, they
I do
spent
not believe-
650 million in one fucking window.
Okay.
That's absurd.
Okay.
And what about you?
That's probably our net spend of the last
Yeah.
5 years.
But we looked it up.
Who the
There-
fuck have you sold?
No one. None of our players have value.
Exactly.
No one wants any of our players.
No,
I mean-
No, I'm saying their net spend is twice as worse, Chelsea.
Meanwhile, we should be making top 6 with all these players
Bro,
no one fucking wants.
A fucking Chelsea fan's gonna come up to you and say, bro, 650 is not that bad when we had 290 million in expenditure.
And all those
Yeah,
contracts
bro,
were
what's
like over
650
8
minus
years.
290? You still spend over 300 million in one transfer window.
Yeah, and all those contracts are like 8 years. So if you amortize that over 8 years,
Yeah.
it's actually like
and then your player gets caught using PEDs and you lost an 8-year contract.
100 mil play. That's actually the worst transfer in all of sports history.
Yeah. Yeah,
100
top,
mil,
top, yeah.
and the guy literally
Doesn't get
showed
talked
up,
about enough.
did air, and then suspended
Yeah.
for 4 years.
Bro, that's like
He had
that's
potential too.
doesn't
man.
get talked about.
Like, that's like
enough.
you buy Rockefeller Plaza and you plan to put up a new Statue of Liberty, and then you hire a construction company and you give them $100 million US dollars, and then they
they
just don't
build
show
you a
up
shack,
and tell them you're done.
and
That's it.
they build you a shack, and then the city says, "Yeah, shut this place
It's
down."
not up to
Exactly.
code.
yeah,
Not up to code.
and you lose the land too,
And he was the line. Exactly.
but he can come back it for you.
yeah.
Terrible.
Anyway, talking about big spending, Liverpool, they've been doing some pretty big spending. Liverpool spent over 260 million this transfer window. I think there should be an expectation that they should win the league again.
Easily.
So Arsenal's finishing second again, is what I'm hearing.
No,
Yes.
expectations.
Sound the alarms.
Expectations are made to be broken.
Okay.
But the expectation should be for the back-to-back. If you added 260 mil onto what they had last season, winning the league should be a guarantee in Liverpool's fans' eyes.
I think they're
Yeah, they
by
gotta
far
win, yeah.
they should be the favorites right now, considered by everyone.
They're the most well-rounded team in the league. That's not a debate. And I do think that they haven't weakened from last year, and they won by a very comfortable
Well,
margin.
Varvar
so.
thinks that losing Trent is worse than losing Salah. So
Yeah, but I mean, replacing him with Wirtz and fucking Ekitike and
Frimpong.
Frimpong Kerkez. I
So
mean,
Trent is replaced.
Brother, this team they built.
yeah,
built
it
a
only
fantastic
takes
team.
300 mil to replace him, but yeah, they did it.
I
I'll
don't
put
know.
my hands up. They cooked.
They
this transfer
compensated.
window. Yeah,
You're telling me they wouldn't have spent 300 mil if Salah left?
yeah. But once again, they probably would have had
perfect.
to go and sign like Olise to replace him.
Would have been very nice.
Olise plus someone else, and then yeah, you replace Salah.
Anyways, they're cooking. They're gonna win the league again. Unfortunately, nothing to do to stop them.
listen, the Premier League could be unpredictable sometimes. We've seen it this season. We saw it. Did you think that?
No, but one thing that does happen year by year is Arsenal finish second. Like everything else is unpredictable, but you know that one you could write it off in preseason.
They got their striker at least.
Yeah. So
Never
they
know.
went from second to second with the striker.
But you know what? At least every season we go into it.
Now, Man
expecting our
United's
team
not
to
going to
win.
be good.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I see,
Got him.
see, I'm classically conditioning you
Yeah.
to know that I'm about to rage bait you.
Yeah.
But no, I was gonna say at least Arsenal fans go into every season saying we're gonna win the league. Not like you guys over at Manchester United saying I'm okay if we get top 8. We only have one
It's fine because
competition.
I go into every year knowing Arsenal's not going to win the league.
Okay.
So It's okay.
Okay, at least I'm going to watch my team win games.
Classical conditioning.
It might actually, like, you guys are gonna sound stupid. You guys are gonna say it's. You guys are gonna say it's.
You guys are gonna.
You
You
guys
guys are gonna say
Why
it's.
am I
sounds
gonna sound
stupid.
stupid?
You guys are gonna be
You guys
stupid.
are stupid.
Man United might have a better chance of winning the league than Arsenal. Because Arsenal
What
are.
the fuck do you mean?
It's just, bro, just
How do you go from top
cucks
8
will be
expectations?
cucks. Cucks will
Exactly.
be cucks.
We're gonna finish in. I hope the top
You
8.
literally
maybe.
said top 8.
Yeah, but Arsenal have, like, just from club history wise, like just what their club is, they literally have a 0% chance of winning the league.
Mm-hmm.
Then you
We
tell
have
me-
a 0.1. Like, there's a Leicester City chance we actually win.
Leicester City. That's where you put yourselves now. Leicester City.
It's better than Arsenal.
100
Leicester City, like
150
80 days.
most
Leicester City have more prems in the last 20 years than Arsenal. So
Not wrong.
If I ever sit here, guys, and tell you, guys, I hope this season we make top 8, shoot me on site.
on site.
And
well, Juve, that's what your expectations should be. So yeah,
just shoot me on site, Millie. Millie, I'm putting it up to you.
Why me, bro?
Igor Tudor as manager, by the way.
Ferms is closer. Nose goes.
But if they're still linked to Isak too, which is the absolute crazy part, but
fuck are
we
they
can get
cooking?
into that later. But yeah, Liverpool are by far the most well-run club in the world. I don't even think it's a debate, to be honest. At this point, they spent $0 last summer, wiped the league, and now they lose Trent, which hands up, terrible move. Yeah, let's just go replace him in aggregate with way better players. By the way, did you see in FPL, Verts is only 8.5 mil, which is crazy.
It's a cop right there.
Yeah, that's crazy because that seems kind
That's
of
a first rounder
Well, in the draft,
in the draft.
you guys are gonna have to stay tuned for the draft.
Bro, this draft's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many, like, bro, where does Ekitike go? Where does Verts go? All these, I can't wait.
I mean, Liverpool assets are always good.
I'm not taking any risky players. I'm gonna try to avoid taking risky players. I don't know about you guys.
That's like
You
saying
got to
that-
take some risks.
No,
Depends who.
I'd rather take risks on like last season, like a Mente.
Yeah.
But like I'm not taking a risk in the second round.
Holy cuck!
What?
I'm risk averse. I'm gonna take the safe option.
Okay,
every
Varvar,
season.
where,
I mean, but
where,
sometimes the safe
Sometimes
options aren't
last round
available.
I'll take a Minte. You know,
okay, where
feeling
would
my
you
feet wet.
where would you take Ekitike?
frisky today.
I'm feeling risky today. I'm gonna take Minte in the last round.
I'm a risk averse person.
Where the what?
Where would you take Ekitike?
I'm not telling you. Why would I give
I'm
you
not
free
telling you.
information before the draft?
Okay, so
Ekitike is not.
You're a cuck.
I would
then.
take him last
Bro.
pick. Actually,
So you're a cuck.
Okay,
it's
but
too much risk.
This is the thing. When you play for Liverpool and you're probably going to be the starter, there's no risk to
You
it.
see, Nunez scored a hat trick though today.
Yeah, I know. A
in his
little buzz
preseason.
cut Nunes comeback.
I don't know.
with the Verts, number 10 playing him in.
That just
That's
reeks,
a guarantee
that
to me.
reeks of a Millie FPL signing.
Millie's going to be
Nunes.
signing up Man City players, forgetting about the Pep Roulette.
They think I'm misinformed.
Millie, the pep roulette's scary. It's a scary
I'm not-
cut.
Scary
I'm
game
not
Bro,
to
you
play.
sign Marmouche in the second, that motherfucker plays 5
motherfucking
games in the
playing.
Prem.
Millie has never felt the. You will never feel it again because he left the league. But Kevin De Bruyne available in like the third round, and you're
Ooh.
staring at him like, bro, how is KDB available? But then you understand, oh, he's only going to play 18 games.
Yeah.
You don't understand?
You're staring at KDB
Or Ismail
versus
Assar.
Harvey Barnes, and you
Yeah.
have to make a decision.
FPL, like a lot of the logic side of it, like the rating KDB over this guy, out of the window.
Out of the window.
Does not matter.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's all team. Bro, you will never, like, this season, I hope you know you're catching yourself on a Thursday evening, Friday morning,
Looking at-
refreshing Twitter, seeing if one fucker out there leaked the Brentford Man City lineup.
Yes.
Makes sense. I'm ready for it.
Great
I don't
conversation,
think you're
Millie.
ready.
Grazie
I
mille.
really
Great,
don't think you're
thanks for
ready.
the energy.
I really don't think you're ready.
Got it.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple pages to follow on Twitter.
I'll be
There's only
ready
a
for it.
couple.
FPL Wizard. Let me see if I got one of these bitches.
I
in
listened
here.
to the podcast. I got two
Podcasts are
guys.
pretty
I got two guys, but the problem is, I think everyone started catching on, and we were all listening to the same shit.
Oh.
And then you see Ndidi getting 8
Nah.
people trying to pick him up in the fucking waiver on match week 27.
Real ones go into like Reddit and they search through there, bro.
Reddit doesn't have a good draft community.
Not draft, but FPL community. Pretty good.
Yeah, FPL.
Make sure to take a look.
I'm showing Millie my analytics guy for
My quant.
my quant.
There's a lot of good ones on.
That's like the big short.
The big short, that's my
This
quant.
is my quant.
I speak English.
I came second in
I
that
came
math
second.
competition.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the minimum expectation. Look, it would not surprise me if Man City came back and won the league this year. It wouldn't surprise me.
You're a cuck.
I think there won't.
I told you that we should not count Man City out of the
you're right.
the title race, and you told me no.
Yeah,
Lily,
I mean,
this is your chance.
if I had to do a percentage, if I had to do percentage wise, I think. Okay, I'm gonna rage bait aside. Like Liverpool are probably 60%, Arsenal are 20%, Man City are 20%. Right now, if I had to do it, everyone else is 0.
What about Man United?
Newcastle has 2%.
So Manchester United have over 20% chance of winning the Premier League.
Yeah.
Got him.
Bro, at least leave 15 minutes between your contradictions. The intervals are getting way
Like
too
this,
close,
the
brother.
agendas.
Way
I
too
literally said rage bait aside.
Like now he's accommodating for the short-term memory loss. You understand?
Yeah.
Usually if you let it simmer for a bit, people forget what you said, but nah, it's like still fresh in
I
the mind.
said rage bait
Bro,
aside.
somebody's sitting at a traffic light right now, and they got both of your takes before the light turned green.
Exactly.
They heard both of your contradictions in one line.
Someone's listening into it in the bathroom
Bro,
and they still not
if
done
you were
shit.
at the light for fucking 15 minutes, just drive through that bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Some people wait at stop signs and wait.
I don't, bro.
15,
That was like 15 minutes ago. If you're still at a stop sign for 15 minutes, bro, just drive.
Just pull over,
Maybe
bro.
it's
Yeah.
turning
Take the
left
bus.
on a rubber barassa and you're stuck.
Oh.
You're stuck at the back of the line. You don't know. You don't know
You
what's
never
happening.
know, bro.
Something else we don't know. Where's Isak going? I mean, there's been rumors. There was rumors to Liverpool, and those rumors still remain somehow.
They signed a striker for 95 million, and then now they're still in the market for Isak.
Devious.
It's absolutely devious. But I'm hearing Al Hilal may be a more concrete option, or a seriously concrete option, because supposedly they want 130 to 150 mil for Isak. Inzaghi, your boy, is licking his chops, saying, "How am I going for? What have I done to deserve such an upgrade from
Generosity.
yeah, what have I done to deserve such generosity going from Lautaro to Isak?"
He's a top
Wouldn't
three.
have
He's
good.
a top three fringe
That's a
top
statement
three
signing.
striker in the world.
Top three.
Statement
But
signing.
they have money, and you're PSR man, and a team that has the money to spend, but not the PSR flexibility to spend. 150 million would allow them to spend like
Whatever they want.
egregious amounts
Yeah.
of money. They can go in the market and get whoever they want. So,
But
like,
who can Newcastle even sign to replace Isak?
maybe not directly replace
If-
Isak, but like buy
If
a
you
right
were able
wing.
to buy a Ekitike,
Yeah, then
who's a
if you did it
complete
quicker-
stylistically like the same exact player, almost stylistically, then maybe you could argue it makes sense. But bro, Isak's like the Aguero of Man City. It's like you can't sell him.
But what if you sold him and then you went to go get, let's just say, Sheshko and Rodrigo? Like, if
Looks nice.
they have the money to do that.
You have to convince Rodrigo to move to fucking fuck nowhere, Newcastle.
From
From
Madrid.
Madrid.
From Madrid, yeah, it's
But
a big move.
yes,
Top.
in idea,
Luis Diaz, I don't know.
Luis Diaz, the Colombian, is not gonna want to live in Newcastle.
He lived in Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Liverpool's on the water. Like Liverpool, actually Newcastle's on the water.
Is it?
It's a pool.
Newcastle's on the
Newcastle?
water, I
Yeah?
believe. Yeah, Newcastle upon time, I think. Some shit.
yeah.
I don't know.
Global warming shit.
Pontine.
That's from like World War II.
But it is
Brentford
north.
just sunk, and now Liverpool's the water, and now
Yeah, exactly.
Newcastle's on the port of the water.
But I think you can't come into a club saying we want to take this to the top of the sport
and sell your golden goose.
It's like it's a sign of intent of you're not really trying to be Man City. You're not trying to be the top club.
But they didn't realize about all these PSR rules when they came into buying
they're
Newcastle.
not. They don't have struggles with PSR right now.
They don't right now, but they don't have struggles because they're not trying to spend 150 mil on someone.
Yeah, but they have done a bit of.
Look at all the oil money clubs. They all took teams that already had history and had revenues, like have revenue that's outside of footballing. Like PSG was always the biggest team, and way before they bought them, were they the biggest team?
In France, no.
But Newcastle before,
Like in the years right before PSG got bought, were they the
No.
biggest team?
I think like
In-
Marseille was bigger.
in the 1990s, I'm pretty sure, or 2000s, or Newcastle was like one of the most valuable teams in England. Like they're a club with history in England.
Of
Yeah, but they
course.
don't have
Alan
international
Shearer.
followers.
Right now they don't. But you develop those.
Oh,
But
I
how do you
find
develop
now,
those?
now you do. Now they do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
but you
like,
develop those by buying big name players like Mbappe for
Yeah.
PSG.
Yeah,
like
especially
Isak is a big player, bro.
Yeah, like especially for like the newer generation of fans that like they want to pick a team, but maybe they want to be a bit more unique and don't want to go for like those traditional teams. Like Newcastle was right there for the taking for them, and they had a very solid team that was competitive. So
Yeah.
I'm sure as a new fan to the Premier League, like Newcastle is definitely one of your teams that you would have wanted.
They want
to
players that they
follow.
can play with in FIFA. They want guys that they can like follow on Instagram.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
They want, and I just think Newcastle doesn't have that PR yet developed.
I do think that they've added pieces as they've gone that like really make them a top
Like,
Bro,
competitor.
we see it. We
Like,
see it
who are
in our
their biggest-
Discord. There are Newcastle fans in the
Yeah.
Discord.
Yeah.
It's not. If I was starting from scratch, probably wouldn't be Newcastle, but they would be on the short list of clubs I would probably follow.
Okay, who would you guys buy if you were, if you had the oil money? Let's say, like, which club would you buy right now that you think you can turn around and win the Champions League with in like 10 years?
For profit? Like
no, none of these guys are for profit.
Prestige.
It's for prestige.
Win the Champions League in 10 years.
Yeah, let's see. Like, which team would you buy?
Man United.
Inter. Please, I'm begging.
Milan.
Those teams can't.
And
You
Juve.
can't say your own club, okay? You can't say your own club.
Yeah, but
And you can't even say a secondary club.
so you're saying like what are you saying exactly?
Why did they go buy Newcastle? They can't. You can't just go out and buy United.
But bro, Newcastle is high.
they're
Is
very well
is
run.
like the after the top 6. I think they're the highest earning, or Aston Villa.
Like you said, after the top 6.
Yeah, but once again, you can break into the top 6.
And this is also their third season with the new ownership. No?
yeah,
I think give it a couple of more years, they're gonna be easily a top 4 every
the
year.
example I'll give, like Atletico Madrid wouldn't be a good buy because you know you can never crack Barcelona and Real Madrid, even if you have that oil money, because they're just too far away. So like, would you go in Serie A like with Como did?
You have to look
Would
for
you
like
go-
a fallen giant, almost. Someone that like a team that had prestige, like still has a level of prestige.
I
but
but
it's
if
just not there.
Newcastle make top 4,
Yeah.
top 5 for the next 10 years, let's say the decade, like you are you're gonna break into that top 6.
I'm not talking
commercial
about
revenue.
Newcastle. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, who would you buy? Like I would buy a Dortmund
No,
because I
Well,
know I can
they have the level
with
of
with
prestige.
oil money and in the Bundesliga. I think in 10 years with that level of money you can pass Bayern.
Yeah, but I think automatically you're looking at the Prem because you're getting more money every year from viewerships.
Yeah,
Like
PSG when they bought them, the league like
Yeah,
they
but-
didn't buy a Premier League team.
Yeah, but Ligue 1 is on a fall off as well. Like
PSG's on an upturn.
you could say that, but I find the league as a whole is definitely going downwards.
but-
If you
but-
want,
PSG was bought with the intention of
Inter Miami.
like making that a singular entity, like as a global superpower.
yeah, and they got their Champions League now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy PSG now though. They're at the top.
No, but when they were at the bottom, like not the bottom, but when they were like a secondary Ligue 1 team that had a couple legends pass through their ranks, but they weren't necessarily winners, then I
I
was
mean,
like,
you're
it
getting
looked
a
like good
Paris,
value.
a Parisian team.
Exactly.
Roma.
Roma has insane potential, but once again, I think Premier League is
Where you
the
would
money's
go.
at.
Yeah, but he's speaking as if you have like fuck you money. But once again, there's always financial rules now. There's too many financial
Bro, I think
rules
the
now.
Prem's-
You
the
can't
Prem's-
pull a Man City and just fucking spend now. You can't do it anymore.
Unless your league has that revenue
How did
where you
Chelsea
could
do it?
kind of hide
As a
it.
youth, I guess you need to maybe pick a
But
team that has
Chelsea,
really good
but
youth
the
output.
issue is Chelsea would never be where they are now without Roman Abramovich coming in 2005 and spending $1 billion
That's true.
Done.
when there was no financial rules. You
Yeah.
see, back then you could do it to any team. When Roman Abramovich, like Chelsea were mid-table before Roman Abramovich.
They put those rules because of Robin Abramovich.
Yes.
At the end of the
Yeah.
day. So
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like you need to pick if you're gonna pick a Prem club, pick a team that has good youth academy, because then you have at least you have expenditures you can offset.
Yeah, but then you have to start thinking of like sometimes teams with good academies are in very small cities. Like your chances are you're probably looking at like a London club you would need to purchase. Like Spurs, bro, commercially they make a fuck ton of money.
No, Spurs is
But
valued
they're
at
just-
Good investment?
Spurs is a bad investment because it's already.
Spurs is the most
Very
profitable football club in the Prem.
Yeah, but if I'm saying to purchase Spurs right now, they're worth like a shit ton of money.
They might
stadium and everything.
arguably be worth one of the most in the Prem.
Yeah,
They,
the new stadium.
They make them by far the most money in the Prem. By far.
You think they're worth
Like
more
profit
than? You think they're
wise.
worth more than Chelsea or Liverpool?
Chelsea, no. Because they sold.
I don't think both.
They sold for a 6 billion valuation or 4 billion valuation.
It's
sorry.
crazy.
Which
Anfield's not that old either.
But Fenway,
no,
Fenway
it's because
Sports
they
Group-
have legacy. It's the issue
Yeah.
is that it's legacy. Like it's like the Lakers. The Lakers sold for 10 billion. Like it's just because it's the Lakers.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the video of Speed? Off topic. Speed apparently like he's with Pogba and
Yeah, he
Intro pay.
found an
Insane
ex-owner of the
Yeah, he
Lakers
found
and
an
he gave him a ring.
gave him, the guy
championship
was
ring.
just wearing a Lakers championship ring and gave it to Speed, and Speed's like talking to the guy and he's like I sold him for 10 billion.
He's just one of the brothers, I think, that ended up one of the Bus brothers.
Yeah,
That
going
was
into
their
$10
shoulder
billion
share.
deal. Like,
Well,
even your brothers are rich.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone rich now.
Exactly. I don't know. This is a tough question.
What's the question?
Isak is going. My prediction is he's staying at Newcastle. My prediction is actually going to sign a contract renewal.
Well, now that Ekitike is on his way to Liverpool,
there's no
I
real
don't,
options.
there's not really anything except Al Hilal.
Liverpool are still going to if Newcastle are open to selling him, like they say, okay, we'll think about selling him. Liverpool will actually buy him.
But at 130 million.
Yeah, they're not afraid.
I mean, listen, the best fits going outside of Al Hilal Liverpool, if Barca wasn't broke, I'd say
Real
Barca.
Madrid,
Oh my God, Real.
They can't. Well, why?
bro, you need a striker. That squad
Let me
still
add
needs
more.
an out
Let
and
me
out
add more to the
striker.
mix, bro.
You need an out and out striker.
Brother, you cannot have Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo,
Exactly.
Isak.
Decisions need to be made. I don't know what to tell you
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinny, you're out.
because
Next.
right now
Sold.
that ain't working. So
Vinny
decisions
sold.
need to be made.
Vinny sold.
so Vinny to Al Hilal.
Low key.
You make Al Hilal happy. Or, I mean, if Manchester United were a bunch of cucks, I'd say Isak can go to Manchester
Isak,
United.
one more year. That's like the cat. Give me one more year. I'm gonna get you out of there.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you out of there.
Just wait there. I'm gonna
Just give me one more year.
get you out.
I'm gonna make CL this year. I'm gonna get you out next year.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, he doesn't want to go to. Yeah, he would definitely want to.
You wouldn't want to go to Man United right now.
Yeah,
He is in
I agree.
Champions League.
No,
I'm not oblivious. Like I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go either.
This isn't 10 years ago when we were able to sign Pogba when we were playing in Europa League. Like we're able to snatch Juve's golden generation like player right out of their hands.
Oh, c'est un bon
Just
rage bait
because.
ici.
Ça, c'est très
C'est un
bon.
bon rage bait.
It's not rage bait.
Who are you
It
talking
Oh,
literally
ben
happened.
oui, c'est un rage bait.
It literally
I
happened.
missed, who?
We picked Juve's most valuable player ever potentially, Paul Pogba,
Oh, the player.
and
that
straight snatched into a Europa League Man United.
Wait, the same Paul Pogba that we got for free from Manchester United?
Bro, you literally got our fucking sloppy seconds. Like we were done. Like you literally got. We literally
No.
for 5 years we.
No, you're talking about the second move. He's
I'm
talking about the first move.
one, brother.
Oh, so we developed him. We developed him.
And sold him for fucking Ugats.
You sold
Sold
him
him
for
for
nothing.
nothing.
So basically,
Brother, forgot about it.
So
You
Dean
forgot
Hoyson.
about
Okay,
it.
listen.
That was your Dean Hoyson.
listen. Yeah, but we got.
Dean Hoyson before
We
the
Okay,
literally-
Millie. Okay, Millie. You're gonna have a youngster.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want him anymore.
I don't want him.
17, 18, you ship him to Juve.
Uh-huh.
Then we turn him into the best midfielder the generation's ever seen.
Sounds like
And then I
Taylor.
go buy him.
And then
And
you
then-
buy
and
him
then-
from me for 100
No,
million.
listen.
And then he shits the bed.
That's really not what happened, okay?
That's
so
exactly what happened.
He was literally the best midfielder potentially on the planet at Juventus, a Champions League finalist
Yeah,
Juventus.
Carrington's finest.
And he said, you know what? I want to go to Europa League Manchester United. Instead of Champions League finalist Juve, I'd actually rather be at Europa League Man United.
What does it have to do with anything with
That
Isak?
means that Juventus
you
is
guys
a small
got
fucking
that.
club.
That might be the biggest fleecing in football history. I'm not kidding. Like Neymar's up. Neymar PSG 230 mils up there, but like
We literally just
Fleecing.
spoke about Mudryk for 100 mil.
yeah, but you did that. But a player that you owned. You owned Paul Pogba.
Yeah, but bro,
You
have
gave
to
him to us for
understand.
basically for free. Like I don't think you understand this.
No, I don't think you.
Pogba was in Manchester United's.
I really
academy.
don't think he understands.
The battle of the baits.
This is kind of working over here.
No,
Bro, the bait has been reversed,
Ooh.
low key. I feel
No,
like
it
Varvar's
doesn't.
biting on the rage bait a little bit.
Okay, I'm not
Remember
even.
the
I'm not
rage
even
bait?
entertaining
It's
this.
not
started
rage
with
bait.
it.
Because, bro, this guy literally started a CL final for Juventus and then decided, yeah, I want to go to this shitty ass Manchester United team just because they're Manchester United and Juventus are not Manchester United. That's what he said in his mind. Like, Manchester United is in a small group that Juventus is not in, by the way. A small group of clubs that are like super clubs. Juventus are right below that, but they're not there. Like they wish they were there. Maybe a couple more CL wins that they turned from losses to wins. You know, they could have been there, but they aren't. And then he's like, "Yeah, get me to Manchester United."
Top 8 should be the standard.
You were really holding that one in.
Yeah, I was
this
waiting
guy
for you
was
to
thinking about
finish.
it for the last 3 minutes. Like,
I was waiting for you to
Oh my
finish.
god!
I let you speak. That's the difference.
I can't wait till Varvar stops speaking so I could throw in.
Fuck, holy
Top
yeah.
eight's gonna be the standard.
But Chelsea shit because they need to win everything next year.
They spend $2 billion. Whatever. I'm not falling into the rage bait. Well, I found this new
Already
rage bait
fell into
tactic.
it.
I found this new rage bait tactic. We'll agree to disagree.
Is this in your bit?
I saw that one on Reddit.
You learned that one in school, eh?
And
And seed.
I'm sorry, I'm not chronically online like you are.
Exactly. Did you hear this guy?
Can you stop acting like a victim though?
This is all rage fade lines.
But yeah, there's a couple more transfers we can go through, like Osimhen for 75 mil to
Bro,
Galatasaray.
brother, this is the whole transfer. Now we got a whole transfer segment.
Yeah.
I've completed.
Transfer, bro, hype that
This
up.
is my
I've come-
favorite.
Bro, we got a couple.
We got a couple
This
of
is the,
scaff at
this
the
is the
end.
here we goes we're talking about. Osimhen for 75 million to Galatasaray. Bro,
De
what was-
Laurentiis has just pulled the biggest heist in history.
since when does Galatasaray make 75 mil
He went
signings?
to-
Bro, how are
you understand that he went to Turkey and said,
Okay.
"You want Osimhen? Pay
I
$75
don't
million
want
or
to
go
turn
fuck
this into
yourself."
just Serie A rage bait because
This is not rage
Some
bait.
of the Discordians have been telling me to calm it down a bit on the Serie A rage bait because anytime Serie A comes up, I end
I think
up
they've been
rage
telling you
baiting
to calm down on any
Okay,
rage bait, but
so I'm gonna not turn this into rage bait. Justifying selling Osimhen, who undeniably could easily be worth 150 mil at if a Prem team
150?
if a Prem team had Osimhen right now, they're not selling for like he's probably getting quoted Isak.
But-
Bro,
you're
Florian
removing-
Wirtz just got sold for less than 150 mil.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't think Osimhen's at that level?
He would break the Premier League transfer.
And
record.
strikers go for more than
after playing
any
for
other
Turkey
position.
for a year.
Any other, but exactly, that's the issue. It's mismanagement of the whole
yeah, but
situation.
I agree.
you're removing the context out of it.
Like
there
right
has been
now-
a mismanagement
yes, but
on his
exactly.
side as well, not only Napoli.
I agree. It's kind of embarrassing from Osimhen's POV that
Yes.
every single top club in the world right now is crying out for a striker, and no one even hit your line.
But
No,
don't
they
you?
did. He
Like
just wanted so
sent
much
the
money.
story at the beginning of the summer saying, "Who want me?" Like he posted a story
we all
right
saw
now
that. We all saw
expecting.
that.
No, that's not the actually.
No, there was a
this
story
is an
about it, though,
analogy.
no?
This is an analogy. He took
Oh
a
no, the
picture-
story was
he
him
took
and
a
Cavada's
picture-
agent. Remember
he-
Cavada's
yeah.
agent?
They were beefing.
They were beefing.
He took a picture in front of a mirror at the beginning of summer. Said and like he saw, oh my god, I look so sexy in this.
Is this the non-rage bait
No, this is
conversation or what is
analogy.
this?
This is an
I
analogy.
think he just wants to talk about Osimhen taking a picture in a mirror. I don't know.
He took a picture in the mirror and said, "Damn, I look good in this picture. Let me post on my story." And no one swept up. Like no one.
But De Laurentiis, Napoli's president, still wanted the money of 75 million and got it from Turkey. Do you understand what heist he just pulled?
I don't give a fuck where the money comes from. You got 75 mil for a player that's worth easily over 100.
Yes, but that's
I don't
removing
give a
the
shit.
context.
Yeah.
We all knew that.
That's with context.
No, that's
Yeah, no,
removing the
but-
context
but-
because
but
this
you
guy's
know-
obviously worth more than that, but nobody was paying it.
And you know that no one's going to pay 100 million euros for a player that obviously would not be in the squad that he's owned at right now.
Okay.
He was gone anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
I know, but that's
so
initial
Napoli.
mismanagement.
Napoli
Yes,
had
I
one of the
agree.
best Serie A duos we've seen in probably the last 2 decades or like a decade.
Got 150 mil.
And they sold the duo, the 2 players,
Yes.
for 150 mil. That's horrible.
It's horrible mismanagement.
Wirtz is 150 mil.
But you do understand that there was no suitors for Osimhen, and he still sold it for that price that he was
But why
willing
is
to.
there no suitors?
Well, then,
But
then you have to look at the
not up
player's
to-
side.
Osimhen
yeah, you
wants
gotta look
crazy
at the-
wages.
Yeah, you have to look on the player's side. What is he asking for? What are the demands? How much does he want on top of the transfer fee?
you have to understand this is a situation where De Laurentiis had his hands tied. He had nothing to do but sell this guy
Okay,
because he
no,
wasn't
let's
coming
not
back.
defend De Laurentiis. That
Oh
guy.
my God.
He is the reason why this situation happened. De Laurentiis.
You could argue that.
No,
but
it's not an
Osimhen
argument.
has some fault as well.
He basically kicked Osimhen out of the team.
But he just doesn't kick out the best striker in the world at that
He
point.
does. De Laurentiis has a proven track
No.
record of just doing whatever he wants and being full of pride.
He won the Scudetto. He could do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
And then that's how you go and not repeat.
He literally almost did. He won 2 Scudettis in the past 5 years.
I get defending Serie A, but defending De Laurentiis is
defending
egregious
Serie A.
work.
I think this is one of the biggest transfers he could have done.
If you only look at the
He
last,
caused this.
If you
He
only
caused the
look at this
downfall of
summer-
Osimhen.
He said nobody wanted him. Osimhen wasn't linked to any other. Bro, I can't believe I'm defending
I
this.
seriously cannot believe that you lack the vision that Osimhen is owned by Napoli. He could literally play on Napoli.
Yes, and that was never gonna happen.
Why?
Because what the fuck are you guys doing?
Oh, no,
I
this is
play this
tactical
like
right
a
now.
tactical.
There's some tactical
play
rage
shit.
right now.
He didn't play.
Osimhen was not gonna play for Napoli ever again.
Why?
Because there was some mismanagement. I'm not denying it.
The relationship was too torn
broken.
apart.
You want to win another Scudetto back to back. Okay,
They could do it without Osimhen.
I
That's not a
can
debate.
give you a guy that's proven he's the best striker that's played in Serie A for God knows how long,
Okay.
since Ronaldo played,
Okay.
and you own him.
Okay.
He won the
Why wouldn't you
Scudetto.
integrate? Why wouldn't you reintegrate him?
He
in
won
big-
without him.
They won without him. Like this is
But they're
even
looking
more
for
of a-
signings this summer.
And
They have Osimhen.
Exactly.
They
Back
just
from
signed
loan.
Lorenzo Luca. They just signed Bukema. Like they.
But
they
we're
just-
See,
talking
you
about
just signed
Osimhen.
Lorenzo Luca for 40 mil. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
And
It's
then
an
you sell
overpay.
Osimhen for 75.
It's an overpay. It's an overpay.
We're
I
talking
agree.
No, we
about
said it. It's an
Osimhen.
overpay.
It's
I-
guaranteed.
but-
if
but
I
there's no
told
way he
you,
comes
if I
back.
told you,
Why?
if I told you that you sold Osimhen for Lorenzo Luca plus 35 mil, you would have laughed at
to
me.
a Turkish club.
I don't give a fuck.
What
to
does that
who.
matter?
I think
bro?
that the context is like unreal that he was still able to get the money from a Turkish club. Nobody
Yeah.
I
else
don't
wanted
give
him.
a fuck about where the money comes from. You got 75 mil.
Exactly.
Yeah, but on a player that would never.
Why didn't Juventus
have
buy
joined
him?
back?
Why didn't Juventus buy him?
He didn't want to sell to us because Juventus has so much pride, bro,
Yeah.
sitting on his little tower
He
over
said-
there.
Okay.
Honestly, fair play to him. He ended up putting a clause in the contract where he couldn't even sell
Yeah.
back to Serie A
Even more
for
of a
2 years,
masterclass in that.
which is kind of crazy
Yes.
because then Turkey, you would hope that maybe like Osimhen has another insane season, Premier League comes calling, or maybe Serie A teams come
Bro,
calling. but
I hate Di Laurentiis. I wish nothing but the worst for that.
he
That's
he,
crazy.
he is the last of a old school owner breed.
I hate
The-
that Napoli has the success
He's-
right now.
yeah, he's
'Cause he
a-
does
he's a
not
shit
deserve it.
disturber. He's
They
a
do
shit
not
disturber.
deserve
No,
it.
they
They are,
deserve it.
bro.
They don't deserve it. Conte
They
saved
definitely
that
deserve it.
fucking man's
Other
job.
than Inter, they're the best
Who
run
put
club
Conte
right
in
now
that
Italy.
team?
Bro,
Who
didn't
brought Ancelotti to
all
Napoli?
four of us at the beginning, or maybe not Mili, all three of us could have said that Conte was the best manager appointment.
And who
that
got
Napoli
and
could
who
have
got
done.
him?
And then this summer, when Juventus
Yes.
were fucking
Who kept him?
circling around, who kept him?
Bro? Three guys on a podcast could have told you that Conte was the best manager available in the market last summer.
And why didn't anyone else get him?
And why did he stay?
No.
Why did Juventus go and get Thiago Motta instead?
Because we're looking for a project. We're looking for Conte. We're looking for a project.
Conte just
manager.
is building a project at Napoli. That's what
Now
it's happening.
Conte's a project manager. Firms.
What
Bro,
the
go
f-
buy
bro,
an
he
Napoli
built-
kid.
Bro, he built Inter.
He built Juventus.
He built
He didn't
Juventus.
build shit, bro. He didn't build.
The
He wins.
revisionism is
He wins, bro. He comes and he wins. He didn't build, bro. He comes, he wins, and he
He
leaves.
comes, he wins, and then the team keeps on winning.
He leaves.
But the team keeps on winning. I don't give a fuck if Antonio Conte is there or not. The team keeps on winning.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, but a lot. I don't know.
Is that a lie?
There's truth to it. There's truth, but it's not like 100%. Chelsea were obviously
What happened
were
in Chelsea?
worse off.
What happened in Chelsea in 2018, 2019?
Tottenham were technically
Okay, bro, you're
worse
talking
off.
about a Prem club.
happened
by
to
the way.
Spurs?
You're talking about a Prem club. Spurs were dusted. Spurs were
yeah.
dusted from the fucking get go.
That's the problem.
And he was
But-
only there for like literally a season.
Yeah. But
And he
I
made
do-
top 4 with that shitty ass team that ended up 15th or whatever.
2
it
year
was
stint,
next year.
2 year stint, 2 year stint, 2 year stint, 2 year stint, 1 year stint, 1 year
Success,
stint,
success.
1 year
You can go
stint.
through each one. It's called success.
The only time he's been-
That's a crazy way
And
of
then he
fucking. That's a crazy way of turning a negative spin on a manager that's won everywhere.
What do you
he's
win with
gone.
Spurs?
Okay, bro. No one wins anything at Spurs.
What do you win with Chelsea?
A Prem?
Prem.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Conversations.
But what I will say is that De Laurentiis has always let his ego get the best of him in certain situations.
Sure, but-
because perfect scenario, Osimhen, they
Stays.
kept a good relationship with Osimhen. He ends up being a superstar in Serie A, ends up going to the Prem for 150 million, or 120 million,
Yes.
whatever. That's the best case scenario. But because of an ego, because of the actions done. Yeah, he's in a situation where he has to sell Osimhen for 75 million, but that's not to say that if Galatasaray wasn't there, he would have had to probably sell Osimhen for even more of a discount.
I
The fact that he even
I
sold him
understand
for
what you're
75
saying,
is
but
an achievement.
Why
in
are you
itself.
putting 100% of the blame on De Laurentiis when
I'm not.
Osimhen is the guy who can't find another club?
Just last year or a year and a half ago or
You need to
whatever,
listen to the Real
they
Football
got
Podcast.
offered by PSG over 200 million for Kvara and Osimhen combined. Now you're sold them both for 145 mil combined, and,
And I
you
said-
did nothing.
and I
you
said
got
it's
half a season
mismanagement.
extra of
But he got
Kvara.
75 mil from Turkey. It doesn't
It's
matter.
mismanagement. You have a failed asset on your hands. It's like a.
You
Why
failed
did it
the
turn
asset.
to a failed
Oh my
asset?
God.
You
but-
failed the asset.
Yeah, okay, but
so what do you expect him to do right now? Just sell him for free? Like I don't understand your point.
That's the thing. That's
He
what
sold
do
him.
you
He
think?
sold him to the best fucking thing he could get at this
Yeah,
point.
Turkey.
Which is Turkey.
He turned a F
A
grade
failed
situation to a D grade situation.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say D because he got his money's worth. His
He didn't
release-
get his money's worth.
got 75 mil.
Osimhen's worth 100 fucking
But
million
is-
plus.
Okay, but his release clause was how much?
I don't give a fuck about not his release
His
clause.
release clause was 75 million. He said,
No, it
PSG
wasn't.
offered you
Yes, it
over
was.
200
It's
mil.
expired. No one
get it.
no one put it
You
through.
had the offer in writing of over 200
when
mil.
Was that? When was that? Last year? Last summer?
Last summer.
Last summer.
Yes, and then 6
you have
months
to-
later they end up selling Kvara for
But
70.
in hindsight, it's easy to say, oh, you should have sold them right after they won the
Yeah,
Scudetto,
I
right?
agree, I
But
agree.
now, the reason is that
This
after
wasn't
they won
even
the
right
Scudetto,
after they won the Scudetto. This was
it
last
probably
year.
was. Last year is the second year.
Yeah, it was a
Where
year
he was still
after
finding
they,
a club. He
but
was in Galatasaray.
that was the year after they just freaking. That's when they brought in Conte. They got offered that 200 mil.
Okay. So
I don't know.
what are you
In
trying to tell
hindsight-
me?
In hindsight, obviously, it does
Hindsight,
look bad.
yeah, it's obviously easy to say.
But with the situation that was in hand, bro, I don't think you could have done better than 75 mil.
Bro, he ruined 100 and let's say 20. I'm not saying 50. He ruined 120 million euro asset, and then
But
in-
why
yeah,
he?
bro.
I
And
hope
then-
you realize
Austin
this.
is part of it
This
too, bro.
caps this.
Yes. Austin's part of it
This
too.
caps Serie A sales. Because now, if Osimhen is going for 75 mil and
What do I care
Kvara,
about Serie A
listen,
sales? I'm just talking about
but
Osimhen deal.
If Osimhen went for 75 and Kvara went for 70, there's no player in your league right now that's worth more than 75 or 70. No player, not a
Osimhen-
single player.
Osimhen
No.
was
take it.
Osimhen was the best player in your league
but don't
by
take it
far.
too far. He
At-
he
at
just
that-
played in
at that- 2
Turkey.
years ago,
Yeah,
it was
he played in
Leao.
Turkey.
It was Osimhen. Well, the best
Leao
player
was
in the
MVP
league
2
was
years ago.
Osimhen. The best player in the league was Osimhen.
When
And
they
no,
won the Scudetto,
Leao was
sure.
3
When they
years
won-
ago. Osimhen was
3
2
years
years
ago.
ago.
3 years ago was Leao. Then,
Yeah.
well, I'd argue
Osimhen.
Kvara was better, but Osimhen and Kvara seems, yeah.
Whatever, Osimhen and Kvara were the
Yeah.
two best players, and they got sold for 75 or 70.
Yeah.
So Leao's not going for 100. You'll never go for 100. The max right now is these players are capped at 75 or 70 because the best
No.
players in your league are worth 70 mil.
No,
Okay, no,
I don't really know.
I don't get
I
that
don't think-
analogy.
I don't get
It doesn't
that at
make any
all.
sense.
I don't get that at all. You bought Haaland for how much?
Exactly. That makes it even worse.
Well, you bought him
Okay.
for 70. That makes it
Serie
even
A,
worse.
you can never ever sell a player over 75.
Now,
ever,
all of a sudden.
ever, because Osimhen went for 75.
Oh, but my players just scored
So
25 goals.
Napoli got as
7
much.
goals in the
So
Champions
Napoli
League.
got
So,
as
you know,
much
you only
out
sell
of
for 75
Osimhen
million.
as Atalanta got out
But
of
look
Haaland.
at the context. This was a failed, like he was not going to play for Napoli anymore. Everybody knew that. Everybody on the market that was looking for a
So
striker
loan him
said,
out again.
and that's,
No.
bro, he got why loan him out? What is he going to make by loaning him out?
You make 10 mil on a loan fee.
Next,
Why not just
next
make
summer,
75?
you reevaluate
And
the
you,
market.
and you have your shitty asset thrown away into fucking Turkey.
Next summer, you reevaluate the market.
But why would you keep him on the books if you know that the relationship is way
ruptured.
beyond?
Because you know
way
if you
beyond
hold him
repair.
until the end of summer, that he's going to be forced to either lower his wage demands,
Yeah.
either rejoin the team, or he's going to go on another loan to another team.
wouldn't have done
but
it.
another year
So
of,
then he would rejoin the team. He's
No,
not
he
going to
would
sit
not
out
have
for
rejoined
6
the team.
months. He's not going to sit out for
He would
6
not have
months.
rejoined the team.
He would not sit out for 6 months.
They would have tried to either force a transfer or force a contract termination.
Exactly,
It's one or
but
the
then it
other.
would be up to him. It would be up to him to lower his wage demands.
And he wouldn't. That's why
So
he
then
didn't
he's
sign
gonna.
to another
So
team.
then he's not. This is not. He would never
We'll see
have
his
sat
wages.
out
We
for
don't know
6
his
months.
wages.
Brother, all Turkey does is wages. That's all it is.
But they don't spend 75 mil and then give him 20 mil in wages.
Yeah, but they,
They
don't
will,
go up.
yes.
They don't go up
We'll
to
see.
Osimhen.
We'll
They
see.
don't-
Osimhen would not have
Yeah,
joined
would not have
Galatasaray
joined.
for
Exactly.
10 mil.
Yeah,
he would not have
I
joined.
agree.
We'll see. We'll see.
I agree. Bro,
I think it's- I think-
Osimhen has just as, like he has blame as well in this too.
No, he
100%.
definitely does.
100%.
He definitely does, but De Laurentiis is the asset manager. And regardless if the asset is showing signs of not liking the club, whatever,
Yeah.
it's still De Laurentiis' job to manage his asset.
Yeah,
But for him,
in hindsight,
he's
it's
not
easy to say that.
But he's not private equity.
But this shit doesn't happen anywhere else. It
Yeah,
only
bro-
happens
brother,
under
yeah,
De
but
Laurentiis.
that's
De
why, 'cause he's
Laurentiis,
not
the
private
year
equity.
where Napoli won the Scudetto, said Osimhen is the best striker in the world. You think the next year he's like, actually, fuck this guy, he's not the best striker anymore. Throw him out.
But De Laurentiis,
There has to be a reason why he said,
Should've sold
I don't
him last
like-
summer.
But if it was a private equity firm, they would have had every single person on the board say, okay, yeah, sell him for the highest price right now. De Laurentiis is a man of ego. De Laurentiis is a man that tries to represent Napoli. He's stubborn. He's arrogant. That's always how he's been since he bought the club. For him to make this level of mistake, I would be very critical if it was like Oak Tree or if it was Redbird. If it was someone like, I'd be extremely critical because you have advisors, you have the people
That's true.
around to make those decisions collectively. De Laurentiis is a one-man show at the end of the day. He's an old school owner.
That's
He doesn't
crazy
care.
framing of a terrible outcome.
Okay. I'm just trying to give it a level of
Our
context.
fucking Scudetto winners is ran by
I don't care what the
By one
rules-
man.
one stubborn man.
So the means justify the result.
Bro, it's a Scudetto. For him, he doesn't give a shit about Osimhen at this
how does
point.
the means justifying? How did we get to that?
So Osimhen for 75 mil, because it was done this way, it's fine. But Like you getting 75 mil.
Say it was fine. I'm just saying that.
I'm saying it's shit. I'm the one saying it's garbage.
I'm just saying this is the best that he could have probably done. 75 mil.
No, this is an Isak level striker in my opinion. But now saying that sounds funny. It sounds crazy to like in 2025.
No, I don't think it's crazy to say.
Yeah, because we know Osimhen, but the world would not
I don't
agree
think
with
it's
that
crazy to
statement.
say.
spent a full year in Turkey, and he's going to spend
What did
whatever
you
his
expect,
future has
bro?
in
What
Turkey.
did you expect when you went to go you took the highest loan deal?
Yeah,
Bro, they could have loaned him to the Premier League, or they could have loaned him somewhere else. But no,
Chelsea and him couldn't agree on wages. He almost joined Chelsea on transfer deadline.
So how is that De Laurentiis' fault? If it's always constantly the player that can't agree with anybody else.
Knowing De Laurentiis' history, I know he was not helping that situation.
He wanted the asset gone. Especially Chelsea. Chelsea came through like saying Chelsea has the money to spend. Why didn't Chelsea spend it? I'm sure De Laurentiis would have loved to have a Chelsea bag.
Yeah,
You're telling
for
me
sure.
it-
But then
it's
you
100%
force
his fault?
Osimhen's hand. If I'm him, I
He has
force
forced his
Osimhen's
hand.
hand.
Bro, enjoy
He's
the
going to
gulag, bro.
Galatasaray. You don't think he's forced?
Yeah, but we still have many weeks left of the transfer window. You could have gone down to the clock, like to the final
Yeah,
day.
and
The
that
more you run
number,
it, the more the price
less
goes down.
The less that price
worst
is.
case, like you said, the worst case, you loan him to Galatasaray for another year.
What a waste of everyone's time.
Yeah. It's even Osimhen's
75 mil,
career at
just
this
pocket
point.
it and call it a day.
No, you just give them a loan.
Bro,
with
they
an option to
lost
buy
money
by
on
the
Osimhen. You realize that, right?
From a basic perspective, sure. We know that
They
was a very
paid
shady
over
transfer.
75 4 years
but they
ago.
got- they got-
Yeah,
and
but they also got two
they got a player
Scudetti
out
in the
of it.
middle of it. They got a
Yeah, but
player
they-
shirt sales. They got a bunch of
The
revenue
shirt
off of
sales
him.
don't cover.
Now it doesn't cover.
the
But
wages.
before Ronaldo's shirt sales at
You're
Manchester
trying to
United
compare
covered his cost.
Osimhen's fucking Napoli shirt sales to Ronaldo's
only
shirt
crazy.
sales.
No, but I'm just saying, like you bring it up for one and not the other. But Osimhen was a staple
Osimhen
in
probably
Serie A.
shirt fucking 20 kits.
Okay.
That's what he sold.
I don't think anyone in Napoli has a real Napoli kid.
That's also true.
That's a valid statement.
I think Ronaldo probably sold more kits than Napoli's entire kit deal.
Okay, you know I didn't bring it up as a comparison. I'm
No,
just
but what's the other thing you said? That's true.
that what?
You said two things. You said the thing and then the shirt.
Well, they won two Scudetti.
Yeah, okay, no.
With
you can only
Osimhen
attribute
one.
one. Yeah, you can only
Yeah,
attribute one.
sure, he
But no,
won one.
I'm saying they got a player. They got a
Yeah,
they
they
got
got-
a player for years.
They got an asset.
And
out
they
of it.
lost money on it. You know how crazy
Yeah.
that is? You signed
But you salvaged
you
what
signed
you
the
could
top
salvage.
5 striker in the world
Cut
and
your
you
losses.
lost money.
Varvar, you
It's
signed
cut your
Casemiro
losses,
not for
bro.
a resale. You signed Casemiro to get him for those last few years of his career. Like you can sign.
what-
You, can
you
sign
You
football-
didn't
Manchester
sign
United
the
are the kings.
Casemiro equivalent.
Bro, you guys are the kings of cutting your losses.
Yeah.
Like this is a cut your
You
loss
literally,
situation.
you literally sat there and
This
did the
is
same
like
thing
this
for
is
Rashford.
like if Newcastle went and sold Isak for less than the money. That
No,
they
No,
wanted.
because-
that's if Newcastle and Isak had an insane argument where they couldn't agree on anything.
Under
they
no
loan him to
circumstance-
someone else and then sell him.
Yeah, and under no circumstance would he be sold for under 60 mil.
He might be the least qualified person to be talking shit about this because you justified literally 45 minutes ago the Rashford situation. Bro, I'm just happy they're
Yeah,
taking 14
exactly.
mil. You had a 150 million asset too there, buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
And now
he's
it's
not worth
and now
150
you're
mil.
saying,
Why
now
isn't
you're
it
saying
worth it, though?
There's no loan
Because
fee, I'm happy.
Rashford has proven through the year he hasn't had a good season in 3 years.
But he's a Barcelona level player now, right? This guy's
he
28
could
years old.
potentially be, yeah.
He is
But
potentially.
Osimhen literally just dominated the Turkish league last season.
League.
At every single point he's dominated Serie A every single
So
season he's played
you
in.
sat there. Actually, no, you didn't sat. You told all of us I would pay money to get Sancho out of my team.
Yeah.
that was once
He's
120 million euro asset.
Yes, but he's proven through multiple. Sancho
So
has
what
not,
if you got
Sancho has
75
not had a
million from
good
Sancho?
season in 4 years.
What
But
if you
that's-
got
that's
75 million from
mismanagement.
Sancho?
But that's once again, Sancho is not. Sancho didn't show up to Man United and win us the fucking league while being MVP of the league. You're not
Yeah, but
using
that was fucking
you're not
not the
using
assets.
right comparison.
I'm talking about direct.
You're not using if we paid 120 mil for Sancho and he showed up, was the best player in the Premier League and won player of the season, and then we sold him for less than we bought him for, yeah, that's fucking stupid. But he showed up, did absolute air for 4 years of his life, fucking ate food every single fucking week, showed up 300 pounds.
So he wasn't worth that money then?
And now, he's worthless, this fucking piece of
but
shit.
That's
you
why,
overpaid.
that's why they're justifying a 75 million euro transfer, and you're trying to justify paying money to get rid of Sancho. That's
I
that's
cannot
whack.
believe that we are justifying
It's all
Osimhen for
copium.
75
It's
mil.
all
It's
copium.
salvaging.
You
It's
realize
salvaging a-
Ekitike went for fucking 90 mil.
Big brother, please.
We're not going to convince.
Gyökeres
I don't think he
is
understands what
No,
we're even
no,
saying, to be
it's-
honest.
Okay, let's move on.
This is
Let's do
insane.
it. Fuck.
Oh, speaking of fucking fleeces, by the way. Fleeces.
Now these guys, because they're fucking stupid little city out fucking league did some stupid
looking,
shit.
No.
I'm looking.
Bro, I don't give a
Mbeumo,
fuck about Napoli. I
No,
wish
no,
they
wait.
fucking sold Osimhen for 40 million. I fucking hate them that much. I don't give a shit.
I'm looking right now. Mbeumo, 80 million euros from Brentford to Manchester United. Paid more than Osimhen to Galatasaray.
But yeah, Napoli got an amazing deal out of that.
Oh,
This is Napoli, not Manchester
But
United.
you got an amazing deal?
Napoli are playing CL last year. They won the fucking league, and they're
would
not
you-
able to extract as much money as Brentford.
And would you say that Manchester United is still bigger club than Napoli?
I know Brentford's a smaller club than Napoli,
But
and
is
they were
Manchester
able to get
United
more
bigger?
money out of their player.
Is Manchester United
So
a
is that a
bigger
bad
club
deal
than
for Man
Napoli?
United? I don't get it.
No, it's a good deal
oh,
for
no?
Man United,
So
but
you
this
got
is an
fucking
amazing.
fleeced.
But Galatasaray fleeced Napoli. Absolutely fleeced Napoli.
Bro, 75 million is a record transfer in Turkey.
Yeah, and they fleeced it.
Record, they've never seen a number higher than 5.
Teams in Italy weren't able to pay that.
But you do understand that Osimhen would be the only player that caliber in world football to join the Turkish league. You do understand that, right?
Because that's the only
And
available
they
student
bought
I
it
would pay for.
because they
And that's-
know next
that's
year
De
we'll be able
Laurentiis'
to
fault.
sell that fucker for
Why are we
100
going
mil.
back to Osimhen, bro?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mbeumo.
Because
Let's talk about
you're-
Mbeumo.
Deflecting.
You're trying to frame Mbeumo as a bad deal because Osimhen got absolutely
I'm
stolen
setting-
by
I'm just trying to see if your
My
reasoning
dog's
is
had
sound.
fuel to the
I just want
fire.
to see if your reasoning is
Mbeumo
sound.
for 80 mil is a good deal.
You
it's not.
overpaid.
Bro, are we kidding
No, he didn't.
ourselves? Varvar,
He
these
scored
days?
20
80?
plus goals last
Bro,
year.
it's like the stocks. You're getting
you bought
opportunities.
a one-
Osimhen is an opportunity because it's a lower value
You bought a
product right now.
26-year-old one-season wonder, bro.
Yeah, one season
80
wonder.
mil.
Meanwhile, people have actually been. I know this is difficult for you, but people actually watch the sport, have known Mbeumo's good for multiple years.
Really?
For multiple years,
I
everyone
didn't.
has said that he's the most underrated player in the Premier League. Last year was the year where his numbers actually translated.
I like that tactic, Varvar.
It's not
Just
a
talk about
tactic.
people that don't exist.
Yeah.
It's a good tactic. People.
But he's widely been regarded as one of the most underrated players in the Premier League for multiple years. Just last year, his goal stats and his assist stats backed up that thing. It's the same. It's the same thing as Rafinha to Leeds. Like everyone knew there was an amazing player there. It was just time until the goals and assists.
He
Like,
never cracked over 10 goals in the Premier except for last
Exactly.
season. Well, he's not a goals and assist player.
because you
Actually didn't
didn't
know that.
watch the sport.
He's not a goals and assist player.
He didn't watch the sport.
But as a guy that's offensive,
you didn't watch Mbeumo before last season.
I did because I watched Ivan Toney at Brentford.
You didn't watch that deep. You just fucking casually watched him.
Unlike you, I actually have 3 seasons under my belt of FPL draft. You gave up because you were losing halfway through the season. You finished last place. Unlike you, I have 3 seasons under my belt.
And then
So
I showed
had-
up last year after not playing, and
And
you
finished
actually
third.
finished
below
maybe
me, who I
double,
have
and,
never
and
played.
you
Finished
finished
third.
double-digit points behind me.
And you finished third behind a guy that
So
probably
what I'm
doesn't
hearing
know
is that
who
I
Aiden
gave you a
Heaven is.
full. What I'm hearing is I gave you a full year head start on me, and you still finished below me.
I'm sorry, I'm not chronically online like you.
Yeah, I saw that post on Reddit too.
And scene.
But Mbeumo for 80 million is inherently a good deal. You got one of the top.
It's not inherent.
You
I'm
got
not
a
even
top
rage
10.
baiting.
So okay, so not rage bait aside. Was
Not rage
was
bait aside.
and was
So it's
Mbeumo
been rage bait the entire
not,
time?
not rage bait aside. I'm about to rage bait.
okay?
Oh, yeah,
rage
sure.
bait aside, would undoubtedly Mbeumo was a top 10 Premier League player last year. Undoubtedly,
Hold on.
Yes.
I'm being generous. Top 10. You
With
could argue
defenders-
even top
With
5.
defenders,
No, top 10.
What the fuck defender other than Virgil van Dijk's making that list?
Konate's better than Mbeumo.
I mean, how can we...
How can you actually defend that?
No, how... No.
Konate would get
Konate's
sold for 90
amazing.
million, 100
Yeah.
million.
No, he wouldn't. First of all,
What?
oh my god, he has one year left on his contract.
Gabriel and Saliba are both
Okay,
worth
but
more
that's-
than Mbeumo.
that's-
Cat formality.
Am I spitting like some?
If Mbeumo had 5
egregious
years left
game
on
right
his
now?
contract, he would not be worth 80 mil.
What
Am I spitting
No,
some
no, I
crazy
think
shit right
Konate...
now?
Yeah, but it's like
Last
he's
year-
adding the little context now where it's like 1 year left on his contract, but
Okay,
Konate's
about to
a
go
100
to-
million level
Okay,
player.
Gabriel Saliba.
I agree. Mbeumo
Yeah.
with 5 years left on his contract and a 100 million player.
He has
Okay.
2 years left on his contract.
Yeah, I know.
Mbeumo.
I know. That's why
Okay.
he's going
I mean,
for 80 mil.
But context for Osimhen doesn't count,
No.
by the way.
No.
Just a heads up.
But Osimhen's a
heads up.
better player than Mbeumo. I'll
Okay.
tell you that right now.
All right.
So that means Osimhen is a top 10 player
in the Prem. Yeah.
Got it.
So
I don't
I-
think that's fucking crazy to say.
It is crazy. You just think about forwards, bro. There's a whole league.
Like,
This
I
is a
don't-
team having the time of
I
his
really
life.
don't think that's that crazy to
It is.
say.
It is crazy to say.
But whatever. Mbeumo was undoubtedly a top 10 player. If you want to argue 11 because of Konate, sure, he's a top 11 player.
No,
whatever.
no,
I don't
no.
give a
There's
shit.
Gabriel, there's Saliba, there's Van Dijk, there's Salah.
He had a better
there's
year than Saliba in the
Isak,
Prem.
There's Haaland, there's fucking Saka.
And
Thank you,
Mbeumo had a
producer
better
Keith.
year than Haaland. Okay, keep going.
And Mbeumo had a better year than
He
Haaland.
undoubtedly had a better year than Haaland. I don't give a fuck what the
Oh.
goal stats say. He had a better year than Haaland.
You don't believe that?
You don't believe
I
that?
swear to God.
Okay, so then you're stupid.
All right, so I'm expecting
Erling
Mbeumo
Haaland
over
scored
Haaland.
22 goals
So
in the
let me
Premier
get-
League this season.
let me get
Mbeumo
this straight.
higher in the
scored
draft.
20 fucking goals and is not a poacher.
Let me get this straight. You would have rather gotten Mbeumo over Haaland right now.
Last year in FPL, yes, I would have rather.
No, right now though.
I'm not saying he's a better player.
Erling
Last
Haaland
year he had a better
had
season.
39 GA in 48 games for Man City last year, and you're trying to tell me that Mbeumo
How
is
many in the
better.
Prem? I'm saying.
Like
in
I
the
said,
Prem.
22.
Okay, 22. Check how many Mbeumo had. 20.
15 open play goals.
Okay, now we're counting open play goals.
That's
but
sorry,
for
that was
Haaland,
rage
we
bait, my
didn't
bad.
read fucking open play goals. Exactly.
Hands up.
It's too natural.
So last
up.
year, Mbeumo in the Prem, solely in the Premier League competition, was better than Erling Haaland.
Well, Erling Haaland scored 19 open play goals, and Mbeumo scored 15.
Okay, one's a striker, one's a winger. One contributes a lot more to open play.
And Mbeumo is
Then-
as much of a striker as anyone else, brother.
Okay, well, now we're just fucking lying. We're just lying,
Bro, don't act like he was playing some deep
people
CM
tune into
role.
this, but okay,
No,
you have
no,
to
no, no,
understand.
don't
we
talk
have
about
to,
the
we have to
people,
tune
bro.
in. People tune into this podcast,
brother.
and don't expect rage bait every fucking line that you say. Okay?
You're literally
must be
the
you at Box2Box.
inventor of rage bait.
I'm the victim right now. I'm gonna
Yeah.
call
The
Paolo
issue is
the
that,
rage
this
baiter.
your-
bro,
is
we
this
actually
your
did well
victim?
the
I
like-
first
I like this tactic.
the first hour into the podcast.
This is
We
a
actually
fucking
had
good
very
tactic.
little rage
Write
bait.
that one down.
But now you literally say Mbeumo's as much
Sounds
as a striker
sounds like
as
gaslighting to
anyone.
me.
Okay, Firms, I'm not gonna rage bait you because the Discordian's been telling me I'm
No.
rage baiting too much.
Yeah.
Okay, and now you're gonna
Guys,
go on some
Firms,
fucking
Firms, listen to this.
hierarchy ranking.
Firms, listen to this. Mbeumo's more of a striker than Jamie Vardy.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? Like,
You're supposed to
Why?
act shocked and appalled.
Because, bro, that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, Mbeumo played striker this season. He's played there.
He had one appearance at striker this
But,
season.
well, Thomas Frank when he played the
He
three back,
had one
I find that hard to believe.
appearance.
Sorry, I didn't know Wisa
Wisa
was.
started every
Yeah.
fucking
It
I
was
game.
didn't know
Wisa and
Wisa was
Mbeumo.
making runs in
It's not,
behind
they
only.
didn't play two strikers.
Yes,
No, they didn't.
bro. At one point they did,
They
and
played
then
three. They always
and then when
had a
Shadis
left
started
winger.
coming in as a
They
left
had
winger,
a left winger. All season they had a left winger. So
I don't know.
This bullshit about that he's as much of a striker as anybody. You're not. Then Saka's as much of a striker as anybody. Then theoretically,
no.
why is it no? Why is it no? Because one plays right wing in a 4-3-3.
How am I the topic of conversation
Because
right now?
you're because once again
Because what? Because what, huh?
You're guilty by association.
How
to
am I?
this
Because I'm
fucking-
sitting on the same fucking
to
chair.
this dumbass.
What did I do?
You're guilty by
You're
association.
looking for approval. You're like,
Whatever.
Ferms,
Where did he play? I had to turn to Mili SC for
yeah, why did you
approval.
ask him?
Lord, no.
Yeah, Lord knows.
Because this
Okay,
guy
I'll
hasn't
tell
fucking
you-
watched a minute of Brian Mbeumo in his fucking
Exactly.
life.
And I'll lift that one high and proud.
I'll tell you what I actually think about Mbeumo. I think he's a baller, and I think he will do good at Man United. But can we agree 80 million is a lot?
It's 80 million is a lot of money.
It's
but
the
now,
Prem.
no, but listen, 80 million. No, this is rage
We
bait
got it.
aside.
Can
80
we-
I'm not rage
million.
baiting.
I'm being
Can we
fair.
agree that 80 mil is a lot of money?
80 million?
It's 8 times
I
10
really
million.
don't understand.
It's
You take 10
80,
million,
it's
you take
81
eight-
millions.
8 piles of 10 million.
Yeah. 80 piles of 1 million. It's a load of money.
It's objectively a lot of money.
Okay.
The fucking, what's his name
Stop
over
being
here?
fucking rage
Ben
baiting.
Shapiro over here. Let's say theoretically I were to.
I can't even. 80 million is a lot of money. Like, yes, it's a lot of money.
But
But are Mbeumo level players going for 80 million? Yes.
who?
Bro, after Jamie Bino Gittins goes for fucking
Okay, but we all
55
said that was
million pounds.
horrible.
I
I hate when you compare
After
shit
João
transfer-
Pedro went for 60 million.
Stop comparing overpays. Stop comparing
João
overpays.
Pedro's
to
not
João
really
Pedro
overpays.
60 million is a good deal.
They just didn't need him, but he's a fine deal for 60 million.
But for the
We'll see.
for the what they needed is an overpay.
But he's a player worth 60
No, I don't think it's a yeah. It's not an overpay.
I'm gonna go
It's an
watch.
overpay.
I do
It's an
think we
over.
did speak
I
about it
always
before
said
Club World Cup.
João Pedro is a good player, but they didn't
After
need,
watching him in the
They
Club
didn't
World Cup,
need
yeah.
the striker. That's my issue with the deal. But 60 mil is a 60 mil player,
Liam Delap went for 30.
and João Pedro's a better player than Liam Delap.
Liam Delap scored how many goals in the Prem last season?
11, 10.
Yeah.
He had a good season. That's a fairly priced player.
I agree. And
So stop-
Mbeumo
I mean,
scored
that's-
literally
that's
double
Serie A
what Delap
standards
did
too, but
from
yeah.
an our right wing. And good players go for this price in the Prem. You're not gonna find players that score 20 goals in
Yeah,
the
but-
Prem that are gonna go for less than 80 million.
And
Yeah.
Mbeumo just it just feels like a stopgap. It doesn't feel like
No.
For me personally,
No, it's not.
bro, $80 million on
You
a
think
player?
that he can go to CL Knights and then he won't stand out?
I don't know. We
Not
haven't
even playing
seen him in
CL.
CL Knights.
He stands out in the Prem.
Yeah, okay, but the thing is that it's Brentford selling. So like, how is Brentford getting 80 million out of Manchester United?
Brentford's a stable Premier League club that every year has been in the Premier League for the last like 5 or 6 years. I don't think it's that crazy that they have the
don't-
money. They have money. They're not broke. They have the lowest wage bill in the Prem.
No, I'm saying, why are you paying that? Like, you're telling me you have no pull where you could just get an Mbeumo for like it's a
We
Brentford
have
player.
no pull.
It's a Brentford player, bro.
He twerked to join us instead of Arsenal, Spurs, all these clubs that came calling.
Because nobody wanted him.
You
Yeah,
paid.
Nobody wanted him.
No,
Fabrizio
he's
Romano
a good,
disagrees,
like,
but yeah.
For 80 million, nobody wanted him.
Okay,
They were interested, bro.
I saw that on Reddit too.
Reddit.
Yeah, I'm not chronically online like
That there goes.
Yeah, you gotta go down.
rage bait
I
tactics.
didn't recognize the Reddit one.
But so trying in a winger from a winger perspective, what are better deals this summer? Like
Madueke?
he 80 mil for Mbeumo's a better deal than Madueke for 55.
Mbeumo's
No.
a better player
And
than
that's
Madueke.
pounds, by the way, 55. So we can fucking turn this,
Yeah.
this bullshit
No,
of
it's not.
euros.
And Mbeumo's a better player than
What
Madueke.
does that say?
I don't. Okay, 55 million
Okay,
euros, still a better deal than Mbeumo.
No, bro.
I think it's
Arsenal, it's a
50.
worse deal. To Arsenal, for 80 million to Manchester United and Mbeumo is
I don't-
better than
Are we speaking about
Madueke.
Man United or are we speaking about Arsenal here?
No,
And
I'm
Mbeumo
saying-
for 80 mil is a better deal than Madueke for 55.
If a team that really needed a left wing went to go get Madueke,
We are discussing Brian and Mbeumo to Manchester United. I could give less of a fuck about Arsenal right now.
how did I rage bait you without even trying?
Exactly. You say something stupid and then you just try and play it off as a rage bait. Okay.
I don't get it.
And Mbeumo to Man United for 80 million is a better deal than Madueke for 55. Can you come up to me with a solid solution at right wing that was available for,
This-
for a better
Madueke.
deal?
How much was Kudus to Spurs?
55.
Way
Million
better deal.
pounds?
Way better deal.
I check if it was pounds.
Because like
but no,
that's a West Ham level player.
that has never gotten more than 10 goals and assists in the Prem season.
But
we watched
we
him with
all
our
like
eyes.
him. We all know
We
how
watched him
ball,
with our
he's a
eyes.
baller.
Before last season.
No, because he still had 15 goals and assists every single year.
Okay.
So his baseline, at worst, he's getting 15.
And you can't base Kudus off of GA. He's not. That's not. That player cannot be based off
When
of
my
GA.
team scored fucking 40 goals last year, I need goals in my team. I need to base myself off of goals, yes. Because next thing you know,
You
my
gotta
right...
pay a premium for it, I guess. I
yeah,
don't know.
bro, Garnacho got fucking 10 goals and assists last. I don't need another Garnacho.
I'm not even looking at goals. and
Garnacho had
assists.
good GA.
He has 10.
10.
He
10
scored 4
GA?
against Barnsley, that which inflates his fucking numbers. I hope Chelsea are watching that Barnsley
Which you,
game.
you hyped up a lot.
He's still a 19. He's a 20-year-old kid. Like he still has potential. It's just
No,
right
you
now,
hyped up that Barnsley game.
I'm not waiting for Garnacho to turn into a good player right now. I don't have the time. I need Cunha. I need Mbeumo. Players that obviously fit in Prem systems.
Yes.
Who have played in similar styles. I need those players. They come at a price like 80 million.
Yes, and that's why I'm not gonna give it S, but I could give it an A
A.
minus.
It's A for me.
It's a lot of money.
I agree. But
And the fact that
player
you need
deserves
other-
a lot of money. Like he deserves that price tag. It's not
mean-
it's not a Kudus that hasn't performed, but you could say, oh, he's a good player, but he hasn't really gotten those goals and assists. You know he's a good player. You know he gets goals and assists. That's a transfer that you know will succeed. In my opinion, I've never
see.
been like, if these players don't turn out, Cunha and Mbeumo, we're cursed as a club. Like we might as well shut it down. Like liquidate the club, restart from scratch, because then there's an issue within the club.
Well,
Rebrand.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Anyway, Mbeumo has 242 appearances for
Okay.
Brentford
so
and has 70 goals.
Ekitike. Okay, so check Salah stats before joining Liverpool. So Ekitike just joined Liverpool for 95 million.
0.25 goals per 90.
So Ekitike just joined Liverpool for 95 mil. That's a transfer that you should be bringing up as like.
I'm gonna bring it
He
up.
had one season in the Bundesliga where he played very well.
I'm
He
gonna
did have a
s-
season in Ligue 1 also where he played very well for Montpellier, if I believe.
But I'm gonna bring up that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
For someone that's technically unproven because it's his first good season at Frankfurt.
He didn't play for whoever you just said.
PSG.
Who did he play for in France that he had a good season? When he was 18.
Reims.
Caen.
Raheem scored
Caen.
10 goals.
That's good for
Yeah, but he had
18-year-old.
a break.
He's 18,
he was like
by the way.
18 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, how old is he now?
21 maybe?
23.
A little old.
No.
But Ekitike for 95 mil, you watch the player in game and you're like, this guy's a 95 mil player. But then you do have to go back to the stats. Like I said with Mbeumo, like it is a good player. You can tell just by watching him he's a good player. But the goals and assists, it was one season.
Yes.
And it's not like Mbeumo where he has consistently put up those not those 20 goal numbers, but he has put up
At least
decently consistent numbers.
He's Prem proven. You know
Exactly.
you're getting a Prem player.
Ekitike stepping up a league, and he has shown at PSG
Was not Prem
that he has not like at PSG he failed. Like, there's
Yeah,
no way
he
to
was a flop.
outline it. He was a flop, a major flop.
How much did they pay for him?
45 mil or 40 mil, and they tried to ship him out the door as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there
And
are question marks. I think it's a very good transfer. I'm going to give it an A, but
Oh, you can't give it a name.
I love the player
95
that
million,
much.
bro.
I love the player that much.
It's a lot. It's too much.
I watch him. I think this is Alexander Isak.
Yeah, but you just brought up all these negatives. Like we all know the
That's what's
list of.
holding him back from being an S.
I don't think this is an S. It can't even be remotely close. Look at all the strikers Frankfurt has sold in the past couple of years. They all flopped. So you brought up that for Gyökeres and the Portuguese strikers. Why is this not bringing? Why haven't you brought it up for this guy?
Because it's not. There are Frankfurt players who turned out good. It's just not just. You can't just boil
Well,
it down to strikers.
But
Just talking about the strikers. Like Kolomwani has flopped, although he's a good player. But
Jovic.
Jovic has flopped at Real Madrid, even career-wise.
Yeah.
The only one is Marmoush, which I think he will do good in the Prem, and he's been doing good in Man City. But realistically, like they've been selling them for these high prices, and
There's more
haven't showed up.
flops than hits right
Yes.
now for
Well, if
Frankfurt
you're only
strikers.
looking at strikers,
Yes,
yeah.
of course. You look at the whole team, it's a different story. But Ekitike is a striker, so you compare it to other strikers.
But I think Bundesliga have a higher hit rate if you look at strikers than other leagues. In my personal,
This
opinion.
needs to be a hit for 95 million.
it needs to be.
It needs to be like.
I mean, it's
I
not.
don't
It's
know.
not like Man United where that 95 mil actually matters. Like Liverpool, obviously 95 mil is not pennies, but Liverpool will survive if he
yeah,
fails.
they survived Darwin Nunez, more or less. They
yeah, but
survived.
back to back, I don't know. It's just 95 mil. You can't be happy with a 10-goal season. Because Darwin Nunes.
I think you
gets
can
a
be
10-goal
happy with
season.
15.
No.
What did Darwin Nunes do last season?
Yeah, but
Not
Darwin
much.
Nunez wasn't a starter. He
Yeah, he
came
wasn't.
off the bench, and
Also-
Darwin Nunez offers nothing outside of his
Yeah,
poaching.
also choked in the Champions League.
Like Ekitike, if he scores 15 to 20, but it's also about, it's like, you could say Firmino wasn't worth the money. He never got the goals and assists. Like, no, Firmino facilitated for Mane and Salah. It took the team up a level.
Like Darwin 2 seasons ago played 54 games, 18 goals, 13 assists, 11 in the Prem, 8 assists in the Prem. Like he's had that mediocre season, and he still
Yes,
gets
but
called
he
a flop.
offers nothing outside of those. Like, he's a purely goals and assist player. You watch him and you want to claw your eyes out.
We'll see how Ekitike plays, but I don't think if you're expecting him to be like this like one man 9 and like false 9, I don't know, like he's not playing that. He's gonna be more of a traditional 9 for Liverpool.
No.
You think he's gonna be a false 9?
Yes.
I don't agree.
Like R.I.P. Jota, but he wasn't an out and out 9.
Yeah, but that's because Slot was using him to his best ability.
This is exactly how he's going to use Ekitike.
I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I watch Frankfurt every game, so I don't know exactly how he plays. But from all the comps, like it seems like this is a guy that wants to go forward. He's tall, he's big.
How did you get the best out of Marmoush at Frankfurt? Facilitating play with Ekitike. You're going to see the same exact thing with Salah.
Yeah, but hold up, and false 9 isn't the same thing.
He can do both. He's
I don't know.
6'3".
I
You
see
can
him more-
literally mold him into the perfect striker.
I see him as last season. Slot realized how much action Gakpo was getting by being a big man and having Salah those cross balls in, and then he's just like, wow, why can't I just do this with a striker? So now Ekitike is gonna be on the end of those balls, but there's no trend, so kind of asterisk. But Salah to Ekitike, I think is gonna happen very often this season,
Yeah.
as opposed to Ekitike to Salah.
Both ways work, but on the other hand, I think Liverpool has not missed on a transfer in a while. So whoever they target always
Endo.
ends up being good. Endo was a serviceable player. I mean, they bought it for like
4
fucking-
mil, I think.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not gonna look at that as a miss.
I think
Yeah.
until maybe max. Okay, let's
Like
max
10 mil,
10 mil.
yeah.
Yeah, like he turned out to be
So
a rotational player.
I'm sure he'll do fine. I just think
Darwin
95
Nunez
million
a
is a
miss.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Nunez
Darwin
is a
Nunez
miss.
is practically the only miss in Liverpool history. Maybe Szoboszlai you could argue is a miss.
Not history, but last
I wouldn't
10,
say
Well,
15
Szoboszlai
years.
since Edwards came in.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
Do we want to discuss Evan Ferguson quickly?
I
To
think
Roma?
quickly we could
Let's
say
buy
that.
option.
I know you're an enjoyer of Evan Ferguson. I think he'll do okay in Serie A, but like Dubvik's there, so I don't know. I don't know where.
Why did Roma, like, what was the thinking behind this for Roma? Because Dubvik wasn't amazing. Dubvik
Yeah,
isn't.
But
They
near
need-
the end of the season, he kind of picked it up. He played
Yeah.
a lot better.
They
Like, he
need a
was
backup
okay.
striker.
And he
Are
plays
you gonna
almost
go
like
and
him.
buy one for 10 mil, or would you rather loan him in? The loan's gonna be cheap.
Yeah.
You loan him in. If he actually turns out better than Dubvik,
It's a high ceiling.
you have a 40 mil striker that was of 100 mil at one point.
Yeah. He has a higher ceiling than Dubvik. He's a youngster that knows his place and will be on the bench throughout the season. It's a good deal. And then it's an option
and
to buy.
Gasperini gets the best out of players like
Yes, especially youngsters.
Yeah.
Could be as Malinovsky.
No.
Yeah, almost.
Well,
No.
his,
no.
Well,
it
no,
would
no,
be
I'm
Haaland.
and more in the sense of like a sub, like a super sub. If he's clinical and if he's consistent off the bench,
Yeah.
he could
It
be
would
that
be his
super
Duvan
sub.
Zapata.
No,
Yeah.
but Zapata was a starter.
Well,
It's Muriel.
Muriel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry though, spending 40 mil on a backup striker when you start.
It's
when
an
you-
option.
Option.
Okay, so then it's 10 mil. What was it's?
It was 4 mil plus 36. It was 4 mil.
It's 4 and 36.
That's not bad.
That's not
Really
bad then. As a backup, then it's not that
For a
bad.
highly-
I'll
highly
take
rated
back, but
prospect.
still, you're still starting Cristante. So
And
Oh, wow.
I think honestly, it's a player that could dominate Serie A. Like I'm not saying right away, but this is a
potential's
player
really
that,
good.
that the potential.
at the time when he was
he's
good
one of
for
the highest
Brighton,
potential Serie A players, I think.
At
right
that
now.
time,
I really like him.
You probably said. I remember you even saying he would be Serie A best striker.
he
I don't know about
Could
best
be.
striker.
No, he said this like I'm talking way back when he was good at Brighton.
Well, the
breakout
potential
season.
is unreal in my opinion.
But he must be getting old at this point. We were talking about him 3 years
20 or
ago.
21.
Yeah.
He broke onto the
Impossible.
scene very young.
Impossible.
Yeah.
He's 20 in October. 2021.
Crazy.
My
That's
goodness.
fucked. So he was
Yeah.
like 18.
But bro, the
Scoring
last 2
hat-tricks.
years he's been battling injuries. He
Yeah.
had a bad loan deal at West Ham. But I mean, I looked into West Ham's. Do you know West Ham have missed on like 500 mil straight of strikers, like straight
Yeah.
missed.
A full crew.
Like they're actually the worst
Scamacca.
striker signers of
Scamacca.
all time.
But
Plus is there.
I don't know. We're looking back at it, so it's easier to say.
They haven't
but,
hit
like,
on a striker signing in 20
We
years.
could have told you full crew wouldn't have worked. We could have told
Yeah,
you
we
that.
did.
We could have told you Scamacca wouldn't have worked.
Bro, you say this in hindsight, bro. The second they signed Scamacca,
No,
we were like,
Scamacca,
oh
I
my
think
god,
we
bro,
were
West
talking-
Ham are cooking.
well, then why didn't nobody sign him in FPL?
That was last year.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're talking about. First
2
of
years
all,
ago?
he was at Atalanta last year, and then 2 years ago, we did sign him in FPL.
Not me.
Anyways.
Yep, I'm gonna have to see that list though.
Yeah.
For what? West Ham strikers?
Yeah,
The only two players that hit
Bowen.
weren't even signed as strikers. Bowen was signed as a winger, and Antonio was signed as a wing back that ended up somehow playing striker.
Kudus hit.
Kudus not striker.
Yeah, like a winger.
What happened with Antonio? Did he get released?
I think he's back. He's running now.
No,
my
no.
God.
But by club. Did West
No.
Ham give him a new contract?
No, but he's not. He's still under contract.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He's not. I haven't seen his name at all linked to anywhere,
Yeah.
so I'm assuming he's still on contract.
Yeah, because no. Why would somebody want him?
I don't know. He scored like over 100 Premier
Nobody
League.
knows.
No,
got a really
no
big
one
injury.
cares.
Yeah.
He's got a big injury.
Yeah, but motherfuckers are willing to sign Malacia. You can sign fucking Antonio, bro.
No, but he got into a car crash, remember?
Yeah, but Malacia, injuries, this guy didn't play for 2 years and someone still signed him, so.
Anyways, those were the transfers, and I think that's it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Now we'll be doing Q&A on Patreon.
yeah,
Yep.
that's gonna be exciting.
Yep. Make sure to check it out.
So,
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Ciao.